The name's Bond. James Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond.
Hey, good morning. What's up? How's everybody doing? Oh my god, we have a hype train and we haven't even started. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everyone. Lord Hollywood, thank you for the resub. And N3, thank you for the prime. Holy crap, we have a hype train out the gate. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday morning. What's up? Greetings from Farmville, 195. Tavi Mosa, good morning. X-Duder, good afternoon to you. Yeah, we went on voice yesterday on the Discord. You were streaming something, a game, like a zombie game. I forgot the name. Breaker, good morning. Good to see you. Tacos, how's it going? Lordy, again, thank you for the sub. Good morning. Lord Hollywood.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I'm sorry, Lord. Wait, what? I can't keep up. There's another sub. Fire Dog, thank you for the sub. And Lord Hollywood, thanks for the sub again. Good morning from sunny Arizona, currently on vacation. Nice. Enjoy the vacation, probably for the long weekend, I would assume. I don't know if you're staying there for longer than the weekend, but have fun. RSD, good to see you. Good afternoon from surprisingly sunny UK. Oh my god, you guys have sun. Well, summer is here. Hey, Scott Missile, how you doing? Good morning. No, afternoon for you. Good to see you. Alestis on YouTube. How you doing? Good morning. And thanks for being a member on YouTube. Thank you very much. Abdi, good afternoon. All right, people. So we have some exciting times going on here. Spa, good morning. And Norwich, looks like your wish for a merger is coming true. Yes. Oh, the smack talk already started. Like, we have a special Discord server for both 51 and 35. By the way, anybody here from server 51, so I can smack talk you live. Like say something. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Let me show you what I did some recon work. Oh man, I gotta show you this. So I did some recon work. This is server 51. Hello, Chronox. Good to see you, Cyber. How you doing? Oh, yeah. 7 Days to Die, X-Dude. That's what you were playing. That's right. Lord Hollywood, I'll be back in California Tuesday, just visiting my grandkids. Oh, nice, man. You have grandkids. I mean, I'm still... I have some miles to go before I get there. My son's only 16 and a half. Turning 17 this summer. Let's see. Tacos. What's up, Tacos? And Jeff Games, good afternoon from server 91. Yeah, we don't have any beef with you. So this is server 51. And this player right here, I had a match against him in arenas on Monday. And we won. But he's 27th in the world. And there are some beefy people here. So I may actually have to say goodbye to the name server 35. Because I think they're just going to swallow us alive. I don't know if we can stop them. I don't know what the objectives are going to be. I'm going to participate. I'm going to give it a fight. But just looking at the numbers, they're going to own us in the face, man. It's going to be ugly. But maybe I'll stream it live. Yeah, maybe. I think it's a Tuesday. So it depends on what the event is. Maybe I'll cancel Monday and switch to Tuesday. Because I think this is going to be like a once in a game time opportunity. Cyber, you have emerged too. 195 absorbed by 187. Okay, but remind me, isn't there like a competition before they decide who gets absorbed? I don't really know the full rules for that. Hey, it's a camping duck on YouTube. What's up? 143 has to wait longer for a merge, it seems. We lost so many alliances last few weeks with 2 alliances folding in each other, sadly. Yeah, once the population, the active population decreases, it gets boring. And I really welcome this. I wanted things to spice up here, but I don't know what's going to happen. Like, everything's going to reshuffle. The whole deck is going to get reshuffled. It's going to be crazy. Prayers up server 35. Yeah. Chronox, have you checked the other servers' territories, etc.? I don't think they're doing that competition anymore. Then how they're going to determine? Is it like the older the server, they keep the name? I don't know how they do that. N3Z says, not anymore. You merge as they say. Okay. Damn, I was looking forward to some, like, actual fights. No, they haven't done the merge event for a while. Okay. That's... We never had one, so I don't know. The Camping Duck, if you did this, we have maybe 5 alliance who are kind of full active. The rest are dribs and drabs. Hey, Fire Dog, good to see you. 40 and 33 are merging as well, unfortunately. Why unfortunately? You don't like it? I guess not. And I think, oh yeah, Fire Dog, you're a first-time chatter, so welcome in. Welcome to the free-to-play realm. Welcome to the party. We're having parties here as free-to-play. No FOMO. There's no FOMO in this dojo. That's rule number 1. No FOMO. We only have horns. We only have horns. There's a story behind that one. Cyber, I think it's just age and active populations and spenders.
Does not exist
well,
in this dojo.
That's right, Dakos. That's right. He knows. He knows. So, well, they outspent us. Server 51 is the spender. So, what's going to happen? What server are we going to be? That's my curiosity. I don't want to be 51. I want to stay 35. We'll see what happens. Norwich power doesn't mean you know how to play. Agreed 100%. But when you have another mechanic that is about scoring points like arenas, sure, I can work around it. Let me put my phone on silent. But if it's face-to-face smashing, power is going to win. If he comes at you with 165 billion cube, there's not much you can do against him unless you have an equivalent, and then you play the officer game. And even then, it's about officers. So we'll see. 145 was older than 163, and they merge into 145. Okay, so I think we're in luck. Server 35 people, I think we're in luck. First into second as displayed. Okay, that settles it. That settles it. I'm happy. Cyber 51 will keep the name as per in-game announcement. Oh, wait. They announced that 51 is going to keep the name? Oh, that's crap. Oh, no, we'll be 51. I was excited too soon. Damn. Well, I'm not changing my username. It's _35. It's James Bond _35. It's going to stay like that for legacy purposes. First gets absorbed by second. Okay, whatever. Either way, I don't know what's going to be the dynamic shifting between the alliances. Like, things are going to be all over the place. All right, so let's see what's up. We have some new events. I heard something in Alliance chat that we have this whatever bucket that is unnamed. So what's this? Okay, we need tokens. Is this paid? It may be paid. It's pay bucket. Ah! Well, less for me to do. I will just ignore this. Pure paid event. Thank you. Good riddance. Off my lawn. We have material advantage for meh. I don't care. Buy the token to participate. Hey, what's up? Dung, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. No, paywall. What is that? This button here is broken. It doesn't work. I told them about it. They don't want to fix it. So too bad. All right, let me claim. I already claimed everything for the day. The progress to Op 69 looks really, really good. The Revenant is going to be taking care of all my needs. The tier up bonus, the 10 days of tier up bonus, is going to grant me all the rare materials that I need. So next arc, I'm 69, and I don't even care about RNG. Let's see. We have a bunch of stuff to do. I mean, I know the grind. This is a grind heavy arc, which I'm glad it's over in like 2 days, because I had enough of this. How about you guys? Did you enjoy the grind? We have some people that actually like it. Like, we have a guy in my Alliance Hound. He chases squirrels all the time. He loves it. He sends 5 docks and he just farms. So for him, this is a pleasure. This is like, you love it, Breaker. Wow. Hey, at least it works for somebody here. Like, give me a mining arc like we had 2-3 years ago. It's going to be a pleasure. I'm going to be having fun. Like when we had the Ferengi one. Oh, man. I was just mining all day long. Plus, arc isn't over yet. No, the mass arc is not over. But part 1 is over. And I'm grateful for that, because I had enough of it. It was okay. It wasn't painful, but it wasn't as much fun as I wanted. Free-to-play Khan FC plus tier 4 Wrath of Khan Joaquin unlocked. Very nice, Cyber. You worked hard on your rep, for sure. Exerter, just wish I had more time. I like the grind events. Okay, hey. It's you know, personal flavor, right? Like, you know, some people love Indian food and some people hate Indian food. I don't know people that are in between. So you either love something or you don't like something. There's no way to reason with it. It's just a personal taste. But I'm glad you like it. And I'm sorry you don't have more time. Tavi Mosa, I would rather it be grind than pay to play. Well, it's always pay to play. By definition, this game is pay to play. Well, pay to progress. Oh yeah, ticketed events. I'm doing this, all of the ticketed this weekend. Because I opted up. So now I got a raise from the rewards. So now it's worth it. So now I'm joining all of them. I don't even care what they are. I just do all 9 to get the rare ticket. I mean, pay-to-play arcs, for me, are kind of like a semi-hiatus. Like, I just take it easy that month. I don't have to participate in this stuff. I don't have the FOMO. So I don't care. Hey, Mark Pat on YouTube, good evening, and have a nice weekend. You too. You too. You're good evening. So you are somewhere in Europe or beyond? From the future somewhere. Breakers, same designer, too, for the part. Right, yeah. It's Mr. Tiger. But as we know, and this is the positive, is he's going to be introducing ways to reduce the grind. This is his style. So that's why I'm looking forward to the end of this one, because then we probably going to get an improvement. I don't want to get overexcited, but there's a chance. Hey, Shadow Wolves. Good morning. Or evening for you. N3... Neza? Neza 1? I think Neza 1. Grind always better, but they want pay to play. Well, yeah, that's how they make profit. That's the business model. This is not a subscription base, so with no packs, they can't pay salaries. I understand that. But still, I refuse to participate. You guys know my story. Okay, so I joined everything that I can, and in about 20 minutes, we're going to have more events. And by the way, if you guys didn't claim this for this morning, go ahead and claim it. It's sometimes people forget. So I put a phone reminder to actually remember doing that. All right. So I can relocate out of deep space. Oh, I already did. I did. And I had some other things that I needed to complete today, like Creative Solos. Oh yeah, I tiered up my relativity to tier 3. So maybe I'll test it later. Shadow Wolves, when it's pay to progress month, I catch up on other loops. Yeah? There's always something to do in the game. And in a way, like I have a month or 2 or 3 to kind of learn the new loop before I actually engage in it. So when I do engage in it, I do it very efficiently. And if there are any bugs or anything broken, hopefully they will fix it by the time it's out. Hey, Brett Day, what's up, man? I basically view the Battle Pass as a subscription to the game. I think $20 is reasonable for what I get from the game each month. Yeah, there's great value for it, for sure. Hey, what's up, Tick Tick Boom? Welcome in, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's reasonable. I see that completely. It just... my issue is... it's enabling this model to continue, and I know that me, myself, even other people that do the same are not going to change it. But this is me voting no. This is like my personal principle. But I think $20 is perfectly reasonable to pay for any game that you enjoy and you want to support, yes. Tavimosa, nice synergy today in the Battle Pass event and EE events are both Herogen. Yes, they are. I need that chip. We all do. Fire Dog, I get my relativity tomorrow. Nice. Nice, guys. Okay, so what I'll do... I need some MU because... as Op 70 is coming closer... I need to be responsible... and make sure that my rep... is where it needs to be. So, about 50 billion... I would expect less than a month. I'm going to max all of them. I'm still ahead of the game. But you know, the main reason I go to the Mirror Universe is the Sigma Speed Up chance to drop. So we have the 15-hour ones that I really need. And that's, yeah, so I'm going to head out there. And then send some miners because they're lazy. Birthday, yes, I agree. I bought the Prime to give me triple Stella cargo space back in 2021. And I still feel dirty. Hey, at least you course corrected. Some people don't. No event officer, is it for MU? Wait, do we have that today? I didn't look. I'm glad you pointed it out. Why? Zero G's, why? How you doing? Oh, by the way, that was a pleasant surprise to see you on Rev's stream yesterday. I didn't know that all of you flew over to his house. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, I'm like, wait, is that Zero G's? What is he doing over there in Gingerland? What? Good to see you, buddy. Guns Challenger event. Oh, glad you pointed it out. I'm going to recall right now. Okay, so what I do is I take a little screenshot of this because I don't feel like... I'm not going to memorize 6 officers. You drove. Oof. Man. Wait, you're in Texas. And he's in a different state. How long did it take you? Hey, Ryan, what's up? Tavimosa, yeah. That was a surprise. Busy stream, room for Rev. Wait, but Ice Wolf had to fly. Because she's over here where I am. Yeah, she had to fly. Louisiana is next to Texas, so it might not be far. Oh, yeah. You remind me, I think there was a Night's Watch stream of mine, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that I played the United States, guess the state where it's at. I think I was maybe 45% correct. And I think I messed up. I knew where Texas was, but I messed up Louisiana altogether. LA is close to Houston. Yeah, no, but they didn't meet in Houston. They met in Rev's house because it was that setup. It was Rev's stream. Bread Day, if he's in East Texas. Texas is a huge state. That's right. It's like 12 plus hours to go end to end. Wow. Hello there, Jorg. Hello there. Good to see you. So, I mean, the most I drive is to Vegas. It's about 4 hours. I usually do it like maybe 4.5. I stop somewhere. I would drive. I have a convertible, so I would probably drive with the roof down if the weather is right. But usually when you get to the desert, it's so hot. I need the AC, so I just... if I was driving with the roof down in LA, once I reach that section, I close it. And one disadvantage, I'll recall, one disadvantage with a convertible is if you get an incoming call, you can't just take it because they're not going to hear anything. You need to pull over, close the roof, and then take it. Zero G's just wanted to pop in and say hey before my drive home. Oh, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. And say hi to Rev if you still see him today. Madrox Ice Wolf was driving too because she took a detour to eventually end up back home in Ohio for the summer. Oh, wow. You guys are adventurous people. Thanks, Zero G's. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are adventurous. Alright, so what do I need to crew here? Oh, it's almost the same crew. Hammer, Una, and Anorax. Where's Anorax? There he is. And Una. Weapon damage. It's not important. And he doesn't have any leadership abilities, so I think Anorax it is. Not that it matters, but fine. And then I need Dane, Doctor, and Beer. Okay. I'll adjust that. Brett Day. I do envy people living somewhere that a ragtop is good enough for all year. In the winter, it's up here. Those are icebox. Yeah. I drove my convertible one time to Big Bear. It's like the closest I need to drive to it to see snow in the winter. And that was like I think maybe 2.5 hours away. And then I had to put the chains, of course. But man, a convertible is not gonna do well there. I mean, I don't know. It felt unsafe. Let's put it this way. Like, I will probably rent an SUV if I do that again. That was not a good idea. Cyber Anorax Captain for more chest loot. Yeah, even though the chest loot there is not giving me what I actually want, that's still okay. Okay, so Dane and Doctor. We said Doctor. Oh, by the way, I maxed him. I maxed the Doctor because Scopely was generous enough to put him multiple times in the Syndicate XP event, or in my case, it's an Armada event. So he's maxed now. So I get the maximum loot, which is 50%. Abdi, anyone having issues in game can't seem to write on event tabs? What do you mean by write on event tabs? Is that an autocorrect or something? Yeah, known bug. Oh, can't scroll. Can't slide. Well, that's, you know, Scopely for you. Break something and forget about fixing it for the time being. I will say nothing. I already said enough. I don't think I can change it anymore. I'm not accepting it either. I tiered up one of my Selkies, actually, for the ship event. Might be a mobile issue. Could be. I haven't seen any issue yet. It flips back due to tournament refresh. Oh, yeah. At least I don't have to reboot the game every time I refresh a task. So that's nice. They save me like 20, 30 reboots every morning. I do appreciate that. Shadow Wolves, if I go to 61, will my Nova work for mining? I have the Selkie unlocked for Fed, not the ROM or Klingon. I don't have the Fed credits to get it right now. So, your miners, your non-G6 miners will still work, but their mining rate is going to be insignificant. You're not going to scratch the surface of the node. You're not going to have enough income to even complete a daily. You must build G6 miners. You have to build a Selkie. Like, there's no way around it. You'll see what I mean, and I can even show you. But, like, the mining laser difference is substantial. You must build it. So if you can't afford it now, get it as soon as you can. But make it a priority. You need at least one. I started with 3. where's the last one? Where's Dixon Hill? There he is. Your doctor is 751 out of 880. So close. Close enough. Yeah, keep doing those daily claims, and hopefully Syndicate XP events will keep taking care of you. Because I get the maximum. I max those events now. So I get like 60 plus shards of him every time. That's how I was able to build it up so quickly. Reboot and hope for the best. That's usually like step number 1 in IT. Reboot. It's not working? Restart. Abdi, I tried that and also cleared localization. Yeah, I guess a known bug on mobile. Cyberfunk. Try selecting the last event you see. When you go back, the selected event is in the center of the screen and can see a few more events to the right. Yeah, try that workaround. I haven't had that issue. Wolfachat. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, Wolfachat. How are you? How are things with you? Are you on vacation? Are you just doing a staycation this long weekend? Later today, my son and I are going to go play volleyball with a group that invited us. My son plays volleyball in high school. He got into it through a girlfriend he had at the time. He broke up with her, but that's how we got into the whole volleyball thing. And I'm glad, because I'm like, he wasn't really playing any sports for a while. And I'm like, video games are great. I have nothing against it, but like, it's good if you find something active. And then he found this. So, yeah. I mean, I'm going to make a fool out of myself. My volleyball skills are bad. I'm better with a bow. I'm much better with my bow. Breaker, it would take days using G5 miners on G6 node. Yeah, there's no point of doing that. Did you max beer? I don't think so. I think it's tier 3. Anyway, let's get in there. I'll check it later. Abdi, as a server, we are killing any G5 survey ships on G6 mining nodes if the system is full. Absolutely, that's the way it should be. For me, with 3 Novas, it took all of them working for 8 hours to do a single mining app daily. Yeah, guys, I mean, if you're not building enough Selkies, it means that you have a faction credit problem. I'm willing to bet. But please follow my advice on that. There's no reason to have a faction credit problem anymore. Unless you're a ship collector and you're building every possible ship you're unlocking, then yes, you're going to have a problem. But just play smart with them, that's all. For free. I have 6 of them for free, and I will have 7 as soon as I build my dock. It's easy. Shadow Wolf Syndicate 41. Yeah, keep at it. It's there are so many sources now. It should be much easier. What's going on with this ship? Wolfachat, I have a lot of study for. The exams start next week. Just taking a little break and watching your stream. Thank you. Hey, if you can even study and watch the stream, you can put it in the background. I actually do that sometimes when I have to work. I just watch a stream in the background. I mean, it's kind of cool because I don't feel like I'm alone at the desk. You know, I'm actually interacting with somebody or with a small community. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. Let's go mining. I'll change it to... What do I need more? I think crystal. No, not you. You. Okay, this is fine. Go there too. And also this one. X-Duder, you're working right now. Nice. I didn't send it. So there's a certain shade of blue on people's names in the chat that it's hard for me to read. So I have a trick. Okay, so Molesto. Molesto, hi. Howdy, going to G6 in 30 minutes. Nice. And enough VP for 3 Selkies. Any tips for the last check before and what to focus on at Op 61? Great. Well, first, congrats on upgrading to the next grade level. You will not regret it. First off, I will say give yourself about 1 or 2 weeks of grace period of getting used to things. A lot of things are going to change. You're going to need to get used to hazard and new events and just new things all around. Check before you actually pull the trigger to go to 61. Check all of your refines and all of your tabs, all the faction stores, all the refinery, all of the alliance, you know, these tabs over here, all of these. Make sure you claim everything, because as soon as you upgrade to 61, some of them are going to refresh. Oh, damn, I gotta do this. Okay, after this run, I have to run some Zindi armadas, rare armadas. Hey, Lieutenant Bennett, that's probably one thing I would say wait to go to G6 for. If you don't have the credits for the Selkie, then don't go to G6 until you do. Well, fair point, Bennett. And I'm not trying to argue with you just for the sake of arguing. But if you don't have Selkies, the only repercussion is you will not be able to complete the mining... what's it called? The mining daily goals. So you will not be able to refine G6 materials. But you will start collecting G6 materials from every single event. So I would say if most people will probably be close to building one Selkie if they do a hybrid of all factions and, you know, chip in and buy enough blueprints to build the first. But it shouldn't take that long. 1 million faction credits between 3 of them shouldn't take too long. Now, I think ahead, so I never had that problem, but if I did have that problem, I think I would probably push forward still. Elton, on YouTube, how you doing? Should I build a G6 miner for a third Selkie? I mean, G6 faction miner. I am going to skip them altogether. You need to be Op 68, Shipyard 68. But we're not going to use them for that long. And Selkie is cheaper. Much cheaper with faction credits. I mean, we're about to hit G7. If I had about another year to spend here as level 70, or like 6 months at least, maybe I'll build one. But I don't think it's necessary. Bennett, now JB, you're saying you wouldn't mine in that case? Not sure I buy that. It will be painful. I will not be able to sleep at night. I will suffer. I will complain. Alliance chat is going to get a lot of complaints from me. But I will still do it. I swear. But also, I will not put myself in the first place in that place that I don't have faction credits. I'll just skip a stupid warship of some kind. I don't care. Look, man, I have like over 7 million of each faction credit. I'm good. I can buy whatever I want. Any ship I want. JB, when does the refinery add rare mats to it in the G6 world? Okay, let me find that chart. I have a very good chart. Well, it's Jules Verne's, of course. Let me find it. I have so many favorites. So it was under Ops Progression. There it is. Let me copy it to our browser here. I think I linked it on our Discord a while ago, but it's probably not there. Matt's Parts Refinery. Okay. G6 materials. You guys can see this. Rares start at 63. Well, 63 for parts, 64 for mats. Correction. If you have a G5 Epic that you can do the hostile dailies. Wait, what the hell? Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage? Well, that sucks. I don't know if I even completed the event. Well, maybe, you know what? I'll just go and kill lower ones. I'm just gonna die here. Oh man, I'm taking so much damage. Yeah, let's go. Let's go out of here. Let's get out of here. I gotta catch up on the chat, man. You guys are active. I love it, but I gotta get on top of it. Shadow Wolves, I have 1.1 million Klingon credits and 800k ROM credits right now. Oh, ads? Well, that was a few minutes ago, so you're back. Yeah, just make sure that you can afford one, and whatever the next warship you're planning, try not to touch those credits, but use the other ones. I'm skipping G6 faction miners too, unless I get them from chest pools. Yeah. Bennett 66, no, I think it's a little earlier, the one I showed. Ryan, skipping ships is no way to live. Fair. I mean, I don't have to skip ships. I don't. But I get one of each rarity, and that's where I leave it. Roscoe, hey, what's up? Hello, hello. I'm late to the party. I see what we're working on today. Yeah, how you doing? I hope the answers I gave you on Discord this morning helped. Breaker, I was going to ask you why the 70 miners. 70 miners. Which ones are we talking about? Poplo on YouTube, when you go to 61, you get Sigma in every event? Yes, you're officially in G6, so you get Sigma speedups. You get some, I think, common materials. Common G6 materials, and you still... Oh yeah, and you get a huge boost to your G5 rare uncommon materials as well. So another reason to push up is you can go retroactively more effectively. You can actually upgrade everything. Like, I pretty much maxed all my G5 researches at this point in all my G5 ships. Push 61. Yeah, absolutely. If you can, and you have a tier 4 epic ship, G5 epic ship, go. Just go. I'm willing to bet most people will be able to scrap 1 million faction credits total from all the 3 factions. And build that first Selkie at least. Roscoe, by the way, this is Schaefer. I just changed my name to match my game name. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's easier for me. Breaker, I use this event to stock up on raw Trillium. Yeah, that's another way to go. Okay, let me check how many more I need to kill. Maybe I need to actually move lower. But I think I just finished it. 500 and 500. Did you like these events, by the way? I thought they were challenging enough. But, I don't know. I found them more annoying than anything. Like, you just need to change the crew, but there was no real puzzle to solve. They were okay. Not bad, not good for me. Just, I'm kind of neutral about them. Neza, I'm 50 BPs away from Roddy and 250 from ND. Getting closer. What ops level are you, Neza? Abdi JB, have you saved zoom presets on your mod? I hate scrolling. Yes, I did. Like, this is a default. Pablo, okay, I go 61 then. It's XSLB anyway. Yeah, and it's an officer that is not outdated, but it's older. And, you know, remember, like, the Enterprise E crew, the new officers, they were very coveted. We all wanted them. And they were harder to get when they were introduced. But they're PvE-oriented, so they very quickly introduced a stable sourcing method for all of them. How much you want to bet that the Apex Shred and Apex Barrier ones are going to get the same treatment? Mark my words. Remember what I said. We're going to have a stable sourcing for all of them. So this XSLB, not really necessary. I foresee, I expect. And again, I have no NDA, no inside knowledge. This is just educated guess based on history. The important PvE officers are getting stable sourcing quick. Otherwise, the game is stuck. People can't play. They have to. They were annoying, not great difficulty. Yeah, pretty much the consensus is the same. Oh, hitting the 70 miners in MU with the event officers. Yeah, that was too much. That was unnecessary. I see what you meant now. I thought, because we were talking about mining, I thought there's a 70 miner that I didn't see, that I didn't know about. Oh my god. Stephen Hartman, welcome to Server 51. Why'd you have to say that? Why? You come in here and just poop on my parade. How dare you, Stephen? And you're on YouTube, so people can't see what you said. Yeah, put just, cut and put some lemon juice on it. Why don't you? How rude. Damn it! Now we'll see what's gonna happen. I expect some chaos. Bennett, I didn't like the metric of lower points scored in the officers weren't maxed. Yeah. I think the one that was hardest for me was yesterday when we had to run solo waves with a specific set of officers. So I still completed G5 Elite solo wave, and I put that on my cube, and I just used my cube to kill all the little ones. So I beat it in 3 waves. Roscoe, wait, hold on a second. Oh man, you guys are fast. Wolfa Chat, I have 250k, 500k ROM credits for my Pylem. Hope I get the credits until end of June. After that, I can go from 45 to 56. Wow. Very nice. If you have any faction credit problems, please watch the video I made, the 3rd one. It's raining faction credits. I'm covering the main methods that I use. And since then, they introduced the DTI building, so you have even more ways of getting them. Lothara says, I'm 69. Nice number. With credits to buy all 3 G6 Epic. Should I buy a 3rd Selkie or build a G6 faction miner? I would say skip it because G7 is coming out by the end of the year. They didn't announce it, but it's obvious based on history. So whatever you build, whatever you invest in your faction miner, it's going to go outdated because at Shipyard 71 and 72, we're going to be building the G7 generic miner. At least I will. So save the faction credits for that. That's what I would recommend. Breaker. Older officer. This one is just the reversed S31 GG. Yeah. It's not older. But again, he's a critical, very important PV officer. I expect him a stable sourcing method soon. Roscoe, yeah, the info you gave me on Discord was helpful. Just sucks being a low ops. I am for sure missing out on opportunities, but I'm slowly getting there. No FOMO. And again, enjoy your progress. Enjoy your path. Yes, it does suck. The good thing is you can progress very, very fast. You can go and fly through G4 very quickly if that's something you want to do. But again, do the best you can for the team. We were all Ops 26 at some point. Every single one of us. Unless you paid to skip it. But even then, you were there for like a second. There's already a stable sourcing method, GS31 refinery. Which some people that won a raffle and they got it for free can enjoy it now. But I didn't. Rub some salt. Yeah. Chaos will reign. It will. But damn it. Server 35 ceases to exist in 3 days. It was a good run. But it's over. I have Quasi Tier 2 already, but more is more. Agreed. Lotharis, I have 10.3 million Klingon credits, 9.3 million Federation credits, and 7.8 Romulan, with no arena credit favors. This is why I'm thinking about the new miner to improve my max pulls. You're in a luxury state. You can do whatever you want. I would rather have an additional 1 or 2 G7 miners though. And we don't know what the cost is gonna be. We don't know how crazy it's gonna be. But I mean, you're in a strong position. We're still like 4 or 5 months away. Yeah. There's no right or wrong answer. It's honestly whatever you want. Bread Day, a stable multi-year drip, like the rare formation loot sort of source Voyager officers, but more needed to come later. Yeah, they'll do what they do, but I mean, I wouldn't change all of your plans just for a chance to score in an XSLB. It just doesn't make sense. Executor, I punched down and only used 2 ships. Got it done in 2 or 3 as well for the wave event. Nice. Tavimosa, JB, did you unlock Kwasi yet? Yes, I did. What are your thoughts on him? Not sure if I want to spend this weekend for him. Not unlocked yet. Yeah, I just answered it. I'm just, a little bit on lag with the chat. I don't think he's really amazing. If you're very close to unlocking him and you want to push it, push it. I mean, in general, I spend mats when I'm ready to ops up. So I'm not going to change my plans just because of an officer, even if it's a new one. Fred on YouTube, what's up? What tier do you take your Selkies? So most of them, all of them are tier 2 with the exception of one that it just reached tier 5 yesterday. I started upgrading some Selkie modules because they require only uncommon crystal, which I have a lot of. And I'm trying to complete the ship 12-hour event for the rewards. So I upgrade modules on those because I already maxed all my G5 ships. But they're fine on tier 2. Gamer, JB, I went to up 61. Nice. Congrats. Wait, I have that shade of blue that I need to see again. It has to be like color blindness of some kind. Gamer Benji, I went to up 61. Yeah. Look at you go. Abdi JB, can you share the spreadsheet, please? Yes. There it is, and I will post it on Discord later. Are all your whales active on server 35? Not all of them. Some of them are semi-active. They don't really care. Hey, Peace. Sorry, I just joined. However, what is this new augment event? It's paid only, apparently. So for people like me, don't even read it. It's just paid only. What's up, Abdi? Hey, thank you for the cheer. Thank you, thank you. Roscoe, also, I can't remember. Can you remind me, is there a free-to-play way to get the cube at Ops 28? Or is it pay only? I got it when it was introduced in that arc. I want to say there's a free-to-play way. I just don't know which is the way. Maybe event store, like, you know, the arcs with event store you can buy there. I think that's probably the way to get it. But if any of you guys know how you get a cube, please answer. Roscoe is on YouTube, so just type it here and I'll read it. Poplar on YouTube. JP, do you have a nice crew with Anorax for the evolving enemies? I'll get him tomorrow. What I use... Here, let me show you. Well, I don't really have it saved, but I use my standard crew, which is Janeway Doctor, and then I put Anorax instead of E-Data. And then under deck, I put the status effects and all the other stuff. That's what I use when I go to kill augments. I find that Anorax ability works really well against them. Gamer Benji, still gotta get my Selkie and G5 Epic, but like... Hey, got plenty of stuff to upgrade on and research to do while I wait. Yeah. Just make sure that your faction credits can support the ships that you need. And try to skip things like even cloaking if you're short. There is none. It was also free with a redeem code. Oh, there is no way to get the cube? Well, probably the event store then. I think the event store, yeah. The board cube is in every event store if you don't have it. Okay, so plan on the next event store, which could be either next arc or the arc after that, if it's a 3-part. And some people hinted. Ultravetica gifted a sub to Cyberfunk. What's up, Mr. Future Man? How you doing? What's up, Ultra? You got some sleep? You told me that Mord is the night owl now. So I guess you got some sleep. Yeah, thanks, Ultra, for doing that. Neza, we got 1,300 points ahead in our TC against the biggest alliance on our server. We have no 70s. Omega, thank you for the cheer. Omega Prime. But BPs are cheap. Yeah, BPs are very cheap on the event store. I foresee less ads in Cyberpunk's future. And I foresee no P breaks in Cyberpunk's future. Alright, let's look at the events. We got a bunch of things. Okay, this is a paid event. I don't even know what it's called. Let's do Herogen. I'll use this one for instant and a speed crew. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, more DHD is the Terminator of the Apex streamers. He literally doesn't sleep. It's fine. You guys will tag team, so he's it right now. Pablo, but the Borg Cube is not very useful. Early, get the special ships first. Yeah, I would agree. The cube is just a nice secondary ship. For me, it's on a low tier because I'm waiting for my epic G6, the G6 epic ship, and then I'm gonna max it pretty easily. So it's outdated for me. It does give you access to a decent research that affects all of your ships, so it is good to have. But I would agree that specialty ships will yield more benefits to you because they actually help with progression. This one, the researches are mostly for, like, you know, ship health and damage, so it's more ship power, which is good. But I would prioritize progression because that's just the way I am. JB, I would stock up on augment space loot while we are in 35. Yeah, I know. Just in case things get toxic. Oh, they will. X-Duder, do I need to remind you the handful, the collection of trolls we have on the server and how they behave when challenged? I expect a lot of toxicity on both sides. I'm just gonna stand and watch that and just, you know, popcorn all day. We are merging against the server. We are going against in the XXLB. How ironic. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Hey, at least things will be interesting. They were dull for long enough. Okay, 5 minutes on that. Let's kill Hirogen. I think it's Lost Styles, isn't it? Oh, no. So Hirogen's... It's not Lost Styles. I'm gonna take this one. Galaxy chat is going to be wild. The trolls are going thirsty, I bet. Oh, yeah. I hope NetNiv will fix this, because now I go here. I don't want to see this. It used to be disabled, and I just went to Alliance chat. So I hope he fixes that, because I'm not in the mood to read all that crap. Trolls. Yeah, we're going to go hectic. Shadow Wolf, so should I go to 61 and sit there and work on getting a Selkie? My Enterprise is tier 4, almost tier 5. Warp range is 875 now. Or should I just start it and work on getting credits? It's a personal preference, but if you ask me what I would do if I was in a situation where I'm short on faction credits and I don't have a Selkie, I would probably push if you're like a few weeks away. If you're months away, maybe not. But if you're a few weeks away, yes, because you're going to start collecting those Sigma speed-ups, which are so important. You're going to start getting paid so much more. You're going to be getting so much more G5. There's so many reasons. Like, yeah, you're sacrificing the daily goals when it comes to mining. Yes. So you're sacrificing the refines, which you don't even have access to anyway. Number-wise, the math says push forward. But it also depends on your comfort zone and what you want. If I were you, I would push if I'm a few weeks away. That's what I would do. Roscoe, I'm working on it because it would be my first epic ship, but I'm working on others as well. Yeah, good call. One more day. Hey JB, what are you planning on buying in Cons challenges? Hey, Crozim, thank you for the follow. And good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Merge will make your server have chaos. Oh yeah, chaos is happening. But we either live or we die. I mean, we either win or we die. But looks like we lost by default to server 51. We're gonna become server 51. Because they spent more! God damn it! I'm pissed off. Okay, I have my pirate gear here. So by the way,
When you play the Game of Thrones,
yes,
you
tacos.
win.
Yes.
You die.
I have a blue screen behind me. But I'm going to replace it with a green screen. Because if I want to go full cosplay pirate, it has some blue colors in it. And I can't wear it here because that will be invisible. But I have my pirate hat. And I also have my pirate sword. It's a small sword. It's just a small sword. That's all it is. So anyway, I tried to do the cosplay this morning, but I need a green screen. So I need to invest a little bit in a green screen. I'm not going to start a fund for that. I will just find a way to make it happen. Do it. I'm 61 right now. Get the Selkie now. If you can, get it now. I try-locked... Eliton says, I try-locked at hero skipping rare G6. Wow, that's brave. Using only a tier 14 cube. He is cheaper to repair than G6 rare ships. My cube has 7.6 power. Billion. Wow, you skipped the G6 rare? Well, hey, if your cube can handle it, skip it. I say if you have to skip something, skip the uncommon, but it seems like it's working for you, so why not? Crozim, so you say that if I have 3 Selkies ready to build, I should go for G6. Oh, yeah. Now. Like, if you have a tier 4, G5 epic or above, definitely you can handle it. Like, number-wise, math-wise, you can handle it. If I start in... It got over 900 days. 900 days to tier up. Would it hurt not to do the mining dailies for a bit? I think so. DJ folks, thank you for the follow. I mean, get the reputation together. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here. Omega says, I mean, get the reputation together, buy all the Selkies blueprints, and then it's there when you decide to move forward. Yeah, I mean, just get the blueprints when you have Shipyard 61. Brett Day, hey, it's not about the size of the sword, it's how you use it. Very true. Okay, how about we go pirate? Hold on, I'm gonna vanish and go pirate. I'm still here, but you can't see me. Okay. Wait a minute. I'll just fix it on camera. I think it's good enough. Hello there. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna go pirate yet. Ooh, if I stream on merge day, then we can go pirate. Then we can really go pirate. That'll be fun. He has an invisibility cloak. You're a wizard, Bon. Yes, I am a wizard. It's called OBS. It's the best magic ever. Who are we raiding? Oh, damn it. Bad Wolf quit? Oh, God. I missed that one. Arrgh! That's right. He quit. Oh, that sucks. I liked him. Cloak from Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Well, the Lord of the Rings cloaking comes with, there's a price to pay. It's a heavy burden. So, and you're not really invisible to the wraiths. So, I think I'll go with the Harry Potter one. Less repercussion. Yeah. Awesome hat. Thank you, Alistis. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun one. Okay, back to events. Back to events. Oh, yeah, I wanted to send to Erogen. Ah, squirrels. Squirrels everywhere. Let's go to the Dairy Queen. Land. And send this. And I can change this to a proper crew. Bread Day. Yeah, but the Harry Potter cloak. You gotta get that dry cleaned. And they always lose it. What, they're kids. They're irresponsible wizards. So, okay, this is the hardest question of all. And Bread Day, we had a lot of deep discussions about, you know, Game of Thrones and lore in general. So, but the question is for everyone. What is your favorite Harry Potter movie? That's probably the hardest of all. If you have a favorite. I think The Order of the Phoenix is one of the best ones. But yeah, I'm curious to know for all of you Harry Potter nerds. Because it seems like we have a good handful of them here, at least. What's Harry Potter? Abdi, What'd you say? I'll just put the sword here in case I use it again. The Hunger Games one. Chamber of Secrets. I'm trying to... I haven't watched it that many times, so the second Chamber of Secrets one is your personal favorite. Wow. Hey, Candy White, what's up? Okay, I may need to rewatch it and see what I think. Oh, the one with the Tri-Wizard tournament had the best ending, I think. Yeah, I mean, the ending in the last few movies, like, you know, I think the first three, they were good. But you really had emotional endings in all the other ones. Book and movie. What's OTTP? Wolfa Chad, they are all good, but in my opinion, the second and third are the best. Okay, I think I need to rewatch all of them, because I'm shaky on that. I think my son at the time was really into the Order of the Phoenix, so I think we watched it like 7 times or something. So that's the one that I remember the most. And also that's where, spoiler alert, that's where Sirius Black dies. It's a pretty emotional moment there too. One more day. Hey JB, didn't get a response. What are you buying from the Cons event store? Thank you for reminding me. It's a busy chat and I love it, but I apologize when I miss something. Let me go to the Con store. I already purchased everything, but let me just press T. Event store. And we said Con event store. So Con Challengers. So I originally didn't know that some skins are very valuable here, specifically the Enterprise E. And even though you can only get half, I didn't go for it. So it's too late for me to start. I'm not even going to get the full 60. So what I did, just reviewing all the items from the Chaos Techs, the 2 that you cannot obtain anywhere else, it's the Echo Papa and the Godsend. And looking at the Godsend just seemed like that one has the most PvE value. So I went all in for that. And I'm going to continue just claiming that. If you mean officers from the other one, as far as officers, I need to refresh. It's a bug. I'm going for Giorgio like crazy. But I did make a little detour to unlock Zeph. I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 shards below, because we had an event that needed him, so for scoring. So I did get a few of his, and Giorgio is the rest. I just find that Giorgio is the next PvE meta, and she's the most important, because the augment Apex Barrier Apex Shred mechanic, that's the first one outside of waves, but I convinced that it's just the beginning. We're gonna have a lot more of it. GOF Goblet of Fire. Order of the Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, Order of the Phoenix I think is my favorite because I probably watched it the most. But they're great. And also the last the movie 7 that they split to 2 parts, I personally think it was unnecessary. I understand it was a money decision, but I think they could have do like a 4-hour movie. Again, I love content like that, so I didn't mind. But I think the first part was too slow. Sorcerer's Stone has to be the best since first. Yeah, it was good too. I mean, all of them were great. And also, which Dumbledore did you like? Did you like the one that passed away or the new one? I do like the first one, the original. I think they're both great. But the original, he was in Gladiator. He was Caesar, so I had a soft spot for him. I was bummed when he quit or passed away. I don't remember. Action Man Zero. Love the hat. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to Godsend as well. Brett Day. Yeah, do it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Scott Missile says Incursions May 30th. Yes. Yes, and we have a Merge 27th and then Incursions as a new server. That will be interesting. See how we work together. Would have been better if it was a 4-hour movie. Yeah, but most people's attention span cannot go above 3. I mean, I can sit 4, I can sit 5. Hey, Candy White. Now, if they did extended cuts like Lord of the Rings for Harry Potter, payday. Yes. By the way, Candy White, were you also on Rev's stream yesterday? I think it was you, Ice Wolf, Zero G's, and Rev. Just the 4 of you, right? Or did I miss anyone? One more day. Why is the Enterprise skin so good? Oh, I'll show you in a second. Abdi, you're on a bye week. I don't know if it's good or bad for you, but enjoy the bye week. Neza, you will skip incursions. Oh. Okay, so no incursions. Damn. But I wanted the buff, the exo buff, the exo comp. The loot exo comp. I'm a pirate. Arrgh! I want that. I hope they give it still. No, you're still at home, Candy White? Okay. So it was somebody else. Fred, thanks for the info. Been watching your videos on replay. Great content. Thank you. You've talked me into free-to-play route. Thanks for showing the way. Oh, thank you, Fred. That's an awesome compliment, and I'm glad I was able to help. And I know Scopely doesn't like it, but I care more about the players than Scopely. And I decided to share the knowledge because I'm sure when I had the thoughts of like, this is really pissing me off, the paywall, and why do I need to feel this, like there has to be another way. And when I found it and it was working, I wanted to share it with everybody. Candy White says it's Rev, Zero, Ice Wolf, and Kree, and Corey Reigns. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't watched every single STFC content creator out there. So some of them I don't know yet. So I think Kree and Corey Reigns I don't really know. So I may be confusing people. Spock, our incursion is against a server that also just had a merger. Oh, so we didn't get a buy. Okay. So incursions is on. We'll still get the EXO. Okay, so either way we'll get the EXO. That's really the most I care about. Neza, if I remember, you do get the EXO ability. Lord Hollywood, will you be using loot tokens in Augment Space? I usually use them for Solo and Voyager. I wouldn't, because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm gonna run out of currency to buy them, so I prioritize using them for what really matters to me, which is right now G6 Solomatas. I will use it for those, and probably nothing else, because I only want to use it to increase income of something I have limited ability to do. So like G6 Uncommon is progression related because I'm collecting materials that are helping G6 materials for progression. So I want to get the maximum possible loot from those to my level so I can do max claims. And the loop feeds itself, because if I max claim uncommon, then it means I'm getting a lot of rare directives to max claim rare and then max claim epic. So that's what I do. Right now, lately, last incursions, I use it only for G6 Solomatas and nothing else. Not even Krenim. Oh, correction. I do use it for Zindi. Oh, yeah. We gotta do Zindi. Okay. I will show you guys a trick that your alliance mates are not gonna like. But since I'm an open book, full honesty content creator and player, I will share it. So, Lieutenant Bennett, if you're still here, judge me all you want. But I'm teaching it as well for you, if you want to use it. Okay, let's use the max loot. Max Armada loot. Okay. Max Armada loot. And I need Dezok in here. It's not dirty. It's a bug in the game that I'm using in my favor. And Scopely, I swear to God, if you do something about it, that just proves to me how dirty you play. And I know you can be dirty, but don't mess with this. Like really, just leave it alone. It's been an existing mechanic for years. Okay, you guys ready for this? Let me show you. Mouse, don't glitch on me right now. Okay, so I'm going to Zindi. And I'm gonna fly here. Do I need a buff? I may. You're not gonna get an NDA like that. Brett Day, I don't really care. I mean, let's talk about this. What will the NDA give me? I will not get paid. Okay? So there's no revenue there. I will get freebies that I will refuse to accept. No benefit there. The only benefit is I will get access, I will get knowledge of new content before it comes out. So I'll be able to teach it earlier. That's the only benefit. But I'm not going to kiss anybody's butt to get anything. My voice will never be bought, and I'm not going to sell it. So if I ever get an NDA, it's under the condition that I can freely express myself without the fear of them terminating it. And that's a conversation that if one day we will have it, I will be very clear about that. So screw that. That's why I didn't even apply for the NDA. First, I also think it's maybe a little too early for me. I mean, I'm riding the wave. I'm enjoying it. Incursions are on your Candy White. But yeah, we'll see what happens with an NDA. It's not on my priority list right now. Lord Hollywood, you will be using loot tokens in Augment Space. I usually use them for Solo and Voyager. Yeah, if you need it there. I mean, if you're short on any currency and you need that extra loot, for sure, use it. For me right now, it's G6 Solomatas only. Omega Prime, good for you, JB. Thank you. NDA, the leash. It doesn't have to be this way. I'll be curious to have that conversation with Scopely to see what it entails. What do they expect from a content creator as far as behavior? Because if there's anything that says you have to sell packs, you cannot discourage people from spending money, I would say flat no. Like, screw this crap. I'm not. You know who I am. You know how my value system. I'm not gonna sell that. My entire branding, my entire value system as a human being, and a gamer. No, just no. Freebies to give to stream to viewers. Yeah, that I would like that if they allow it. Sure, I would. I mean, I would probably get battle passes to give away, but I will say, hey, the other stuff that you give me, like the, the 30 tokens to buy from the resources, whatever the oopsie chest thingy, I want to give it to other people. Just allow me to do that. But we'll see. NDA is a collar that they leash you with. And if that's the case, I will refuse. I'm not going to sell my voice. This is too important to me. Okay, watch this now. Look, there is a trick here in the game. That on PC it's easy to do, but you can also do it on mobile. Let me catch up on chat and then I'll show you. Omega Prime, JP, when you reach level 70 free to play, that is so much motivation for players who are on the fence about spending or not. Yes. And even spenders, Omega, even spenders will find ways to spend less. They will see that they don't have to spend tens of thousands. Maybe they'll be able to spend hundreds. And use their money for a brand new convertible or, treat their loved one for like fancy dinners or whatever. I'm sure they have plenty of money. But they can do more of that money in real life rather than spend it on pixels. And I think that's important. Like, I'm fine supporting gaming companies, but I think that microtransactioning them to the point where they don't even realize that they're spending so much money is just not okay. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't think that we have to do business that way. There's so many games that you sell cosmetics and they can make a fortune, but pay to win, no. Hey Toby, greetings from server 157. Your channel is great. Question, how did you get the graphics resolution so high? I have a 4K monitor, but in-game I can only get 1280 over 1024. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I just selected the best resolution. I have a very powerful gaming computer, which is also good streaming-wise. So I just usually select the highest configuration of everything and it just allows it. But I'm not really sure about that, Toby. Sorry. Omega Prime, Scopely is too cautious to put you on the team. Anti-spender is not their business plan. I know. And I knew that going in. And again, my goal of content creation is, number one, to have fun. And I am. Number two is to give the knowledge and help others. And I helped many. And I continue to help them. Also speak freely and express my honest opinion without feeling that I need to be political. I get to do that as well. And maybe expand to other games in addition. Like I told you guys on my Discord, those on my Discord, by the way, and if you're not, !Discord, Dune Awakening is coming out June 10th, and I really want to check it out. It's a great survival game. The trailer looks good. The beta players that I watched playing it look amazing. I really want to play that. Thanks, Tacos, for linking that. Ripper NetNif's community mod. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so what I do... I did want to buff myself, though, just for safety, so hold on. Did I finish the event? I finished this one, and then we had another one under Evolving Enemies, right? Did I finish it? Yes. Recall. Wait, did I? I saw $14.99, but I don't know if that's the... Somebody said we have 2 events. Callum, thank you, but why? Why? Why are you yelling at me? Why are you screaming at me? Why are you doing that? Jeppy has helped me stop spending recklessly, and Scopely does not like that. Well, too bad. They need to make their players happy. Happy players spend. Yes, LSD's Dune! Okay, recalling this. And I'll send a buffing ship, and then I'll show you. Herogens EE. I did that. There's no... I don't see the event. Where's the event? Oh, God, no. I missed a milestone. Oh, no. In the large scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But it bugs me. It bugs me to see that. Ugh. Arrgh. Damn. Outside bucket? Okay. Didn't finish it yet. Alright, we're going back. Boo, I know. X-Hunter. I don't know. Why am I thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh. I think you have a good reason to associate that right now. Callum, join the club. It's always hidden behind too many layers. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I know that it's better organizational-wise, but you have some tabs, some buckets that have paid stuff, and some buckets that have a combination of paid and free. It's so annoying. Okay, I'll recall a miner. To send a buffing ship. You win some, you lose some. I know. Basically, all I lost is 40 rare G6 ore. I'll live. My efficiency is so high that it's not going to change much. But it still bothers me. Wolfblades, boo. I know. That sucks. Alright, let's get a few more here. You see, there's so many little events hidden everywhere. It's obnoxious. I mean, we need high attention to detail every single day. We don't really have a lazy day. Maybe between arcs, but even that's questionable. Neza, that is annoying when you miss a milestone. Yeah, I know. Especially the last one, which pays what the other 3 paid, basically. It's like half of the rewards. It's okay. It happens sometimes. I mean, I just take comfort in the fact that I'm very efficient. By the way, if I accidentally miss a question, which may happen when we have over 100 people between both platforms, it's not because I ignored it, I just missed it or had a squirrel brain. Please repeat it. I'm okay with that. Hey, following up, JB, why is the Enterprise skin good? Yes, I was just saying. Thank you. It's good because... it won't show us here, so let me go into the store. I mean, not the store, the... you know, the skin... whatever. X-Hunter, lazy day. What's that? I play 3 days every day, plus 2 games every day. Yeah, they keep us busy. Ship skins. No, where do I find it? Hijacked. Enterprise E? There it is. Okay, this is why it's good. An additional 2,000 weapon damage and base cost efficiency of the Enterprise E parts and materials and resources by 300%. This is going to help you max it and scrap less Enterprise Ds. It's just going to make your life easier. There's great value in this, especially if this is going to be your epic ship of choice. I wish I paid attention and got 60 blueprints of this. So if you can afford 60 blueprints and you're aiming at the Enterprise E, I say get it. But if you already missed it or you don't have enough for 60, I go for the godsend. Okay, buffing ship. Let's send it over there. Okay, then I'll be able to show you that trick of mine. Better than me, I missed a BP event, so no broken rod for me. That would be worse. That would be a lot worse. I mean, still, if you're a player that completes every event that comes out, you're ahead of most others. Okay, 3 minutes away. Did I finish the event now? Pretty sure I did, yeah, I can recall. Go back. Check the other events, just for safety. Priority 1. Nothing important. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a little bit of extra credits, but I don't really care. Wolfachat, you don't miss this skin. He was new, introduces this or last arc. Well, yeah, and I also don't have the E yet. But also, I mean, it's nice to have. It will save me a lot of G6 mats. I forgot to Jelly Brawl. I deliberately skipped Jelly Brawl. There's nothing for me that I need. But if you still have value for those G4 ship parts and materials, then yes, that would suck to miss it. It's a good one for if you're G4. Lordy Scarin, the event requirements generally have to be awful for me to say no way. For me, it's a matter of what rewards they give me and do I have actual good use for them. I need to turn on the... Give me a second here. I had to turn on the fan. It's getting hot in SoCal. Okay. In a minute and a half, I'll show you the trick. Jelly Brawl is useless to me. Yeah, it's useless if you're above G4, I think. Because it doesn't even give rare parts. If it gave rare G4 Explorer parts, I would probably do it. Not now, but back then. The event requirements generally have to be awful. Yeah, we covered that. Okay. Almost there. So, if you launch an Armada, normally what it does is, you see everybody here, it posts a message in Alliance chat. But there is a way you can avoid sending one. So if your plan is to solo a group Armada, you can judge me all you want, by the way. I'm just explaining this. If you want to solo, if you're able to solo a group Armada, and you need all the loot, and you have some people that send a monstrosity ship that drinks up all the loot, and that's very inconsiderate of people that are trying to grow, then Neze knows the trick. Okay. So that forces me to not post it in Alliance chat because they come in and they're stealing from me, from my progression, when they don't even need the loot anymore. They're just, honestly, that's selfish behavior. So that's why I feel okay about this. So look, I hit Armada, and I immediately locate to a different ship that is not in the system. So the Armada is launched. There's no post. It's not posted. Then I go in there, and I speed it up. And even if they see it in the notification in the Alliance, like if they go into the Alliance and they see that there's an Armada running, they will not get here in time. Hey, Spock. 70 Spock. I love it. That's how you do it. Cyber, you do it all the time? Yeah. So I knew that sometimes it doesn't post, but when I realized about 2 years ago that this is how you can consistently skip it, I do it. You just start and immediately speed up? Yes, but believe it or not, some people send a monstrosity cube in a warp. And also, if you're planning to run a few of them, it's just another way of skipping it. Like, this is to protect my own interest. Like, I'm okay if people send other ships that are the same power level. But if I don't need them to complete it, then I'm just going to do it this way. So here, I'll do another one. Clean. It's not there. And then I speed it up. And it's over. And the reason I needed to do that is because I need to claim one of these today. So let me claim the chest. Lordy, I only join if it's obvious they need help, but I send appropriate level ships. Yes. And I wish everybody behaved like you. And I'm not going to name names, but I have some very strong players in my alliance that just don't give a damn. They send and they go AFK. And even if you ask them, hey, you know, can you send a lower power ship or something? They don't. So some people are like that. And because of those, I have to do it this way. I wish I didn't. I swear. McIlroy, sorry, just got here. How did you do that again? So you launch the Armada. And immediately after you launch it, you locate on a ship that is in a different system. So it's not going to register fast enough that it will post the Armada notification in an Alliance chat. It does work with Formadas, but Formadas specifically, you don't want to do that. Yeah, so only with group Armadas that you know you can beat by yourself. And if you have people that are being really stubborn and just inconsiderate. Hey, Wolfblades, good to see you. So that's the trick. Scopely, don't change it. Cyberfunk, a round robin situation is fine. Some players just mooch off constantly. Yes. But the problem is, the players that mooch don't really need to mooch. When you are that strong, if you're a player like Wolfblades, not that you do it, Wolfblades, I'm not even in your alliance, but like, he's taken care of. He has an overflow of everything. He can solo everything. And he has such strong ships that he probably gets a lot of loot when he runs it with his peers. He doesn't need that, but some people just send it there anyway. The only exception I will make is if there's an event that other people benefit from scoring in the event, then sure. Like we had an Armada event recently, so then I launched some G5 group Armadas that I can totally solo by myself, but I wanted to help others, so I actually left it open. It's easy on PC with keyboard shortcuts, yes, but even on mobile, just as soon as you launch it, hit a different ship and locate. You can still do it fast enough with your fingers, like, it's totally fine. Roscoe, I'm just gonna have to say this, but I don't think you should be Op 70 until you have watched Wrath of Khan. Challenge accepted, because I still have like 2-3 months. I will do that. Lord Hollywood, they invented the Vindicator for that problem. They invented the Vindicator. Yes, they did. But the problem is, if you're a free-to-play or a light spender that didn't buy it, then the warp range of this one is not high enough. My warp range is 316. I'm not going to be utilizing it for a long time. And by the time I can, I'll probably be midway into G7 anyway. Ad time again? Okay, Shadow Wolf. It ends in 24 seconds. Or somebody gift him a sub. Come on. I'm kidding, not required. I'm making sure I didn't miss a hydrate. I think there was a hydrate last stream that I realized that it was sent way after the fact. So anyway. Sounds like a good movie night. I got popcorn. Can I do that as far as copyright? Like if I watch... I mean, on stream it should be fine, but then the VOD will be flagged or something, right? Because I'm basically playing a movie. So maybe for that movie night I will not... Yeah. I'll need to check. Like, I'm learning this whole copyright thing. Do movies on Discord? Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's like... I like the fact that the VODs are staying there. Abdi, the Vinny is obsolete now, other than its refinery. I never use it. Only with... Lord Hollywood gifts a sub to Shadow Wolves. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Hollywood. Thank you very much. RevDeuce, everywhere I go, it's a RevDeuce stream. Yes! The ginger infects everybody with gingerness. How you doing, you sexy guy? Sexy ginger. Yeah, I stopped by a little bit on your stream, and then I saw that your beard is not long enough. That, you know, 0 G's. Come on, I expect more of you, RevDeuce. You had a long beard one time. You were brushing it, you were combing it. Come on, go for it. Go. It's a ginger beard. It's so rare. It's so special. I believe in you. Discord has a special movie thing? Okay, Spock. Yeah, we can do that. I'm totally down for that. Not on direct stream platforms. Okay, so for movie night, maybe, you know, I'll schedule it or something, post an announcement, and we'll just do it on Discord. JB, is G6 scrapping coming soon? Or what do you mean about Enterprise D scrapping? So Scopely made an announcement that by the end of the year, G5 ships are going to be scrappable. And if that's the case, then the Enterprise D will be scrapped, and depends on what rewards it's going to give, it should be feeding the Enterprise E. So I'm already banking on that, and I'm about to build a second Enterprise D. And I'm going to do that. My guess is, if they said by the end of the year, and also we know that G7 is scheduled somewhere by the end of the year, September, October, November-ish. So somewhere around that timeline, we're going to have scrapping G5 ships, which is wonderful for a free-to-play pirate like me. RevDeuce, so you OPC hunting with that awesome pirate outfit? No, but if somebody aggravates me, I have a pirate sword right here. I can't... There's a skull here, you see? You need this. Okay, RevDeuce, one time we need to, like, be in the same location. I don't know if I'm going to fly all the way there. But, yeah, let's go, both of us, pirate stuff and, you know, do, like, a sword fighting or something. I dare you. 0 is killing me in the beard game for sure. Yeah, I saw that. He was like, That's why I made that comment about the beards. Scud Missile, Rev does movie night. Yeah, I think because I need to catch up on a lot of Star Trek movies, it will be much more fun for me to watch it with a community. Omega Primes, love CC's JB and Rev. Thank you, Omega. Yeah, Rev is the man. Rev is the OG first content creator of Star Trek Fleet Command I ever watched. And his interview with Dekix, the first one, I mean, I already had the vision of progressing as a free-to-play, and then seeing another free-to-play doing the exact same thing, I'm like, yes, I am not alone. I am not alone. Rev, I think I messaged you for the first time after that interview, and thanking you for doing that. Shadow Wolves, you're saying thank you, Lord? Oh, Lord. I thought Lord. I thought you were talking about the Lord, not the Lord. Yeah, thank you, Lordy. Dag almost ended up merging with y'all in 33, and we got server 40 instead. Yeah, I think that's 33 is come on, what's his name? Oh my god, streamer brain. Don't tell me. Tiberius. He's on 33, right? Or 40, but he's on one of them because I think he's also getting a merge. Shiny sword. Yes, it is. I think you see like a reflection of stuff. Yeah, reflection of my PC. Roscoe, so I haven't scrapped anything as of yet, but for me, if I scrap a G2, does it give me G3 parts for ships? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. It gives you very little, but at your level, it should be meaningful enough. So if you can spare scrapping a G2, scrap a G2. Scud Missile, GB. Wait, Scud Missile, what are you saying? Oh, Rev. Bad left versus GB sword? Abdi, might as well do a Season 3 Strange New Worlds. Yeah. Okay, I need to... I think movie night is a good idea. And we should probably do it before I start playing Dune Awakening. Because I expect playing a lot of Dune Awakening if the game is good. And I'll be adding a lot of streaming days for that. Because I'm not going to change the 3 Star Trek Fleet Command ones. I'm just going to be adding more. So we'll figure it out. Star Trek movie night, let's go. Okay, there's enough demand. I'm going to do it. Cool, didn't know that. Bandage Boy, didn't know about what? Rev was your first created to Wolfa chat. I'm all over the place. Bandage Boy, I'm not sure what you're responding to. Didn't know what. Ryan, Lord of Light, protect us, for the night is dark and full of terrors. Yes. Oh, man. Man, I missed that show. I missed that show. My son doesn't want to watch it. He's 17. He can watch it. We started, and he quit after season 2. We didn't even get to the Red Wedding. What the hell? I was so bummed. Ugh. Yeah, alas, I will have to watch it by myself. Lord Hollywood, YouTube sent me to DJ, and a week later I found Rev. Okay. Yeah, I found Rev because he was the most popular, the biggest one. And then joined DJs later, actually to his podcast first. Because I saw him, I think there was like a video when Rev and DJs and No One Shell were like fighting something for the community, and they won, and they did a You're Welcome video, and that's how I discovered the other ones. And then because it was COVID time, I had plenty of time to play STFC and listen to them. So it was DJs and Rev were like my go-tos for a long time. My Sen 81, Harlock, Space Pirate. I don't know what that is, but I guess I am a space pirate. Maybe it's a movie. Wolfblade, season 1 is slow taking off. Of Harlock Space Pirate. Let's look it up. What is that? Wait a minute.
Does not exist in this dojo.
That's right. That's right, Abdi. It does not exist. That's how we roll. Harlock Space Pirate. It's not even loading up for me. Okay, let me copy paste it here. Are we talking about this? No, of Game of Thrones. Oh, Blades. You're talking about Game of Thrones. I didn't think it was too slow. I mean, again, I love lore like that. I can watch it all day. The dialogues, oh yeah. Bandage Boy, didn't know Tiberius was there. Rev was also my first content creator back when my brother was still playing and got me into the game. Yeah, no, Rev is awesome. And he has a ginger beard. I mean, come on. Roscoe. Also, Dune got pushed back from May to June because they found some bugs that needed to be fixed before release. So be careful and give it time, as I'm sure there will be more bugs. That's okay. But it's already a good sign when they said, hey, it's not ready yet, let's postpone the release. That already shows responsibility. Imagine if Scopely postponed the release of patches if they weren't ready. How nice would that be? Less profitable for them because of this microtransaction design. But how nice will it be for the players? So much better. And again, they can sell cosmetics. I'm not trying to tell them what they should be doing that is profitable. They know their profit system better than anybody. I'm just saying, you don't have to release one every month. You don't have to. Tavi Mosa, I feel your parental pain, JB. Introduced my son to Star Wars, and that took hold, but he didn't grab Star Trek like I hoped. Yeah. No, my son is pretty good. Like, there's a lot of stuff we watch together. But I think I'm more of a nerd when it comes to, like, fantasy, like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and Game of Thrones. He loves Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but Game of Thrones just didn't land. I think there are a lot of elements there that are... how could I define it? Like, maybe more political, because you have, like, you know, the whole Game of Thrones thing. You know, it's very diplomatic. And I think the dialogues just really land, like, really go deep from an adult perspective. So I think a teenager just is not going to be able to appreciate it as much. A few of their games, and they're good. Yeah, I never played any of their games, but I'm looking forward to this one. Omega, same here. Rev, then Tiberius. Then a few different ones. Now you are added to them. Thank you, thank you. Again, never expected this to become something that is at that level. I honestly just did it to have fun and share the knowledge. And I thank Rev for actually... I tasted the enjoyment of helping others with this game through the interview and all the responses from the interview. It felt like I want to do this, and I did. And thank you to all of your supports. I mean, you guys are like, wow. I mean, we have almost 120 people on both platforms right now. Thank you all. Rev DJ's Tibbs found you yesterday. Oh, Nessa, well, thanks for finding me. Abdi, I only watched 2 content creators, JB and Endersword. Endersword, I fought him so many times. I need to watch him. I actually need to watch him. Bandage Boy, are you a Wheel of Time fan? I don't know what that is, so I guess that's safe to say no. Callum, imagine how bad it had to be for them to postpone it to themselves. Yeah, but it's the right thing to do. I told you guys when I worked in at Blizzard, and they were releasing patches, not every month, but they were planning big patches every now and then. And there was one patch that was related to the weather. And just an example, I think that was the issue. The weather, the rain or the storms or whatever didn't really hit the houses exactly where they're supposed to. There was like a little gap. It wasn't really perfect enough. So they just were putting it on hold. We're going to fix it. They took 2 more months to fix all of it. Because their release date is when it's ready, not a second sooner. I love that about a gaming company. I felt proud working for a company that respects their product so much that they will stop a release because the rain doesn't hit the roof the way they want it to. How amazing is that? You watched Rings of Power Season 2? Was very good. I watched Season 1, and I kind of lost interest. It's on my list, but on the bottom of my list. Game of Thrones has a lot more scheming. Oh, yeah. Davimosa, Game of Thrones had a ton of nudity and sex, so it depends on the age you try to introduce him. It was 16. It was old enough. I mean, again, he's a teenager. I'm sure he watches anything he wants at this point. So, nudity, sure. Can be awkward for a young man. No, he doesn't care. Al Silash on YouTube. Andor is really great. Yes, I am in the middle of Season 1. It's a little slow, but it's getting somewhere. It's getting interesting. Ender Sword is slept on, but his PvP game knowledge is off the chain. Yeah, he's a good PvP player. I faced it myself. We had some interesting matches. He won some, I won some. My first content creator was Tibbs, LSD says. I watched his free-to-play tutorials, and it was immensely helpful. Yeah, he's. I also watched him at a certain point. It was Rev, then knew about the existence of DJs, then found Tiberius too. Because then the algorithm just kind of detects, hey, you're into Star Trek Fleet Command, so it starts suggesting people to you. And then I found Tiberius as well. Bandage Boy, WOT. That was Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time is a fantasy series. The show just got canceled, but the adaptation has been so rough, I don't even mind. Okay, I mean, great shows, I'm sure, but I need to find time for them. Let's start with movie nights. Let's start with, I think, first movie night will be Wrath of Khan. And then came Bobby Tonic. Kotick? I don't know what we're talking about. Shadow Wolves off to work. Okay. Enjoy work. Don't overwork. The Rings of Power we're talking about. Took a while through. Okay. You binge it in one day. Wow. Game of Thrones. Much more adult. Wait. Much more adult themes for sure compared to Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a much more serious show. All right, let's take a look at the event. So, any questions about that Group Armada trick of not posting it in the Alliance chat? I say only do it if people are not respecting your wishes and sending ships that are stealing from you so much. Like, don't abuse it. I still want to include people, but you know, if you have some inconsiderate Alliance mates, which can happen, use it. Pandora, have you not seen the Wrath of Khan? No, I originally was not a Trekkie. This game was a coping mechanism to not lose my sanity to COVID. I was not a Trekkie. I watched a few episodes of growing up, a few episodes of the original series, and a few episodes of The Next Generation. And that was it. I was never really into it, but then I learned more about it, and I do like it. It's not my favorite ever, but I do like it. Ryan, I'm about to test it on Eclipse Armadas. Yeah, it works everywhere. What ticketed events do I need to complete today that are out of the ordinary? Recruit and ore mining. Ore mining will happen in the next 48 hours. There's no question. As far as recruit, I did promote a bunch of officers. Oh yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Bennett, people are so used to being booted, they send the biggest ship they have ever. Which is fine. But a really strong whale, do they really need more loot? Is it really going to change their gameplay like it will to a lower ops player? Probably not. Like, I reached a point that I don't need Group Armada loot at all. I will not send unless they actually need my help. And even then, I will send, like, the minimal help. Like, I'm not going to use a cannon to kill a mosquito. Neza, I started STFC in 2022, October. Now I'm Ops 57. Very nice. Yeah, for me, it was March 2020. Like, COVID time. Mr. Zephyr, hey, afternoon, JB and everyone. Love the outfit, thank you. So I was just mentioning that I use a blue screen, but I will replace it with a green screen so I can put the full outfit because it has some blue color in it. So right now I only have the hat and I have the pirate sword. That's about it. Bennett, I just speed them up if I don't want help. Yes, but Bennett, I will not name names, but some people send a very big cube, instant warp, and join still. And it happened to me. That's why I started doing it. I will not name names. Ryan, I could get the trick to work. So you just start an armada and then select a different ship in a different system. Don't forget, in a different system. Alestes, before Wrath, watch Star Trek, the original series episode, Space Seed, 1967. Okay. Got some homework to do. Ryan, how fast do you have to swap? I just do it immediately. So let's say I just hit click Armada and then I immediately with the mod I just press the number of the dock twice. But if you're not, then let's say you launch it, then immediately do this and locate and like switch, you know. So like let's say I launch it here, locate. That will be fast enough so it's not going to pop in Alliance chat. And again, I only do it when I suspect when those inconsiderate people are on. That's all. Efficiency first, I would say. Yeah. But it's a matter of, as an alliance, we're hurting the alliance progress by stealing loot from lower players that actually needed to grow faster. We are hurting ourselves as a collective, and that's just wrong. Some people don't get that. They're more selfish. I am trying to think about the collective. How can we grow as a group so we can stay number one on the server? I know Wolfblades doesn't agree, but it's a fact. We have been winning every alliance tournament out there. I mean, not alliance tournament, alliance event, you know, ALB. But in 3 days, everything's about to change. We're merging with 51, and we're gonna change to server 51 by name. That's just nasty. Nasty. I don't want that. Yeah, I think I will be a pirate. I will be wearing this a lot more, because I think the toxicity is gonna be all over the place. Why send a Minerva when a Sanctus will do? Exactly, Broken Wolf. Wolfblades. Wait, what will I not agree on? That AR is the #1 alliance on the server, and there's nothing you can do about that. There, I said it. We win every ALB. And for the next 3 days, the situation, the status quo remains. And on the 27th, when we merge, God help us all. Yeah, Wolfblades, maybe we need to merge ICE and AR. I think it's time. Let's dump all the inactives and unite as one. How about that? Let's just rule the server. Because did you see what we're going to be facing out there? I mean, you're a beefy man. But can you handle this guy? Can you really handle him, Wolfblades? Tell me. I want to hear. 27th worldwide. 7.4 billion power. No, you can't. He's going to own you and everybody else. Moonhead just calls solo. Yeah, I did call solo at the time. Some people didn't care. Again, if you're in that situation. Hey, Joseph on YouTube. Congratulations. A lot here are begging for a merger. We begged for a while, and I'm glad it's happening. There will be some growing pains, but I'm glad it's happening. Mr. Zephyr, I completely agree. I try to send weaker but proper G-level ships, so I'll use my big Coronar for G4 Armadas or my Sanctus for G5 Armadas. I think that's the way all the Alliance members should behave, but if you have a few people, I wouldn't even call them trolls. Just maybe they're not even doing it maliciously. They're just not paying attention, and they send their biggest ship. Then you have to adjust. I'm sorry, but you just have to. Lieutenant Bennett, JP trying to set off one more server war before the merger. Maybe. Breaker. Yes, that's a pain. When I pop the loot EXO for Rare Zindi, I'll get 6 million loot. When a 70 brings a max G6 ship, I get 230k loot. I rest my case. Breaker, thank you. Sandbergo says on YouTube, the merger should be interesting, hoping us in Spaceballs can get more active players. I think we should actually start merging amongst ourselves now. Because once the merge happens, it's going to be chaos. Chaos. We need 100 members, strong members in the same alliance. It just needs to happen. But you know what's going to happen, Wolfblades? Even if in theory, I foresee it. I'm going to be a prophet. Even if ICE and AR leadership say, fine, let's do it. I think we're going to get into a war just to argue which alliance is going to be the one that people are joining to. You guys are going to say ICE, we're going to say AR, and then we're just going to go to war. That's what's going to happen. Breaker, I'll have to rewatch this to see the trick. Not everyone respects this solo in chat. Yeah, rewatch it, but real quick, you launch an Armada. Let's say there was an Armada here and I hit Armada. I immediately locate to a different ship in a different system. And if you do it within a second or a second and a half, it will not pop in chat. So then people won't be able to react fast enough. They will still be able to see it here. It will still be listed here. But by the time they find it and click on it and instant warp, they will not get there in 30 seconds. Just not possible. Abdi, does that trick work on formation? Yes, but why would you do it on formation? You need the Tri-Wizard chest. Speaking of Harry Potter, you need the Tri-Wizard chest. Bandage, I've been using my Defiant for G5 help, and it works pretty well. Yeah, whatever works. Just don't overkill it. So the smaller players can actually grow. Wolfblades, been talking with a bunch of them and they seem fairly chill. Only 1 or 2 trolls like us. So 4 trolls in total. Okay. Yeah, I know. But just all the power dynamic that we got used to for all these years is going to change. And I'm just curious to see what's going to happen. I expect some drama of some kind. Moonhead. It is the fight for territory that is the problem. Let's lose out. Yeah, I mean, I still think that my alliance and Wolfblade's alliance, I mean, it's still going to be the top 6 that get a territory. But things will get interesting again, at least. Look at the bright side. Yeah, there will be drama. There will be, you know, some toxic people. You'll have to block people. People are going to shift around, move around. But hey, how long has it been since we actually had something interesting? This has been stale and dead for years. It's time to spice things up. So I welcome this change. It will just be very interesting for a while. Okay. Refinery break. Refinery break. Claim all. God, I love this bulk refinery thing. It's so amazing. Almost spilled water on my computer. That would not have been wise. Okay. Done with that. Abdi, not really. I only... This only starter chest on it and the small loot it gives out on the neutral node. We're talking about armadas? Which armada though? The Zindi? The Zindi, most of the loot actually comes from the dropped loot, not the starter. Lieutenant Bennett, Formadas would be useful. Don't really need the Tri-Wizard chest these days. I'm after the currency to upgrade the gallery. Yeah, but also you cannot speed them. You cannot speed the Formata. So you're still going to stand there for 10 minutes. People will find it eventually. I guess you could. Wolfblades, the power dynamic changing is not a bad thing. I agree 100% with you. I mean, let's be honest. It's nice to be at the top. Both of us are in the top alliances. But it got boring. And we all know that. It got really boring. How many waves can you do? How many, you know, augment hostiles can you kill? It gets super boring. Callum, is territory still that important? Only for bragging rights, I think. I mean, when you're G6, you probably don't need much from it. There are some services that are good. I mean, we usually pursue the territory that has the... where is it? The repair efficiency. The advanced repair. You know, because we're trying... Especially the people that spent a lot of money and they got really advanced ships. They have to spend a lot of trite, a lot of Sigma trite. So this helps their repair bills, which saves their packs. So that's good for them. Me personally, I don't feel it because I don't tier my ships that high. And by the time I tier my Enterprise E that high, I think I won't have that many problems for repair bills. But we'll see. Abdi, 20k premium artifact come in handy. Kremlin Formadas. Krenim. Well, I still want the Tri-Wizard chest from the Krenim Formadas. I do. Bandage Boy, I saw the bulk refine, but didn't give it a chance until you mentioned how good it is. Awesome that it saves your choices. Yeah, and it saves it everywhere. But you know, one thing I noticed, and I don't know if it's just me, I configured it on my PC. But then when I sometimes play on my phone, I had to reconfigure it on the phone. It didn't sync both. So I don't know if it was just me. Bennett, I can do a lot of waves. Yeah. Yesterday, Wolfblades and I were two-manning it with ease. He was running a cube and his insanely tiered up GS31. And I was running a cube and my Enterprise D. And we two-manned it with like barely... Maybe we took 1 or 2 damage on the base because we goofed. But it's super easy. By the way, anybody on server 35? Yes, while we're still called server 35. Want to do some blue waves? Some OG waves? Let's do it. I'm bored. Let's do it. I'm crewing up. Let's go to Phoenix. Mr. Zephyr, I wish Scopely would update territory and have like one single territory that's a G6 territory and has each type of G6 material node. Encourage fighting because there's only one system. They might. I mean, I think they will eventually update it because originally it didn't have G5. Hey, I can't read your name. Flaccid Ducks? Flaccid Ducks, thank you for the follow and welcome in. How are you doing today? Okay, I'm in Phoenix. Anybody on server 35 still on my chat, on my streams, join in. And then after that, I will open it to my alliance. Streamers come first. People that are watching the stream come first. Yeah, it does not save cross-platform, but it saves per platform once configured. Yes, and that's amazing. That's such a good one. Wolfblade's got to go family time. No problem. Thanks for being here, man. I will see you later. Maybe we can two-man a few more into the night like we did last night. Moonhead, will this affect your ability to mine? Lots more players needing more nodes. Of course, it will. And we may encounter some pirates. I may have to become a pirate myself. Like an active OPC pirate. Like Rev Deuce. I may have to do that. And I will. You know, I'm ready to adjust. I will adapt. Let's see what happens. X-Duder running an errand and then I'll be back. 5-10 minutes. Could run a wave of 2. Sure. Let's run several. But it will be nice to have active population. Like, if we have, like, a server event, like when we have those, the DeMarco, the, you know, the entities event, I forgot the name. We were never able to complete the last milestone. And with a full active server, yes, we will. So that's a good thing. Wolfa chat, more territory systems would be cool. That more alliance could claim one. Yeah, I think it needs a revamp. I definitely do. Flaccid Ducks took my Crenshaw to tier 8 today. Now I'm crystal broke again. Ah, damn, I'm sorry. And first time chatter, so welcome in. Welcome in indeed. Mr. Zephyr, have a good afternoon, everyone. Gotta head out for yard work. Yay, adulting. All right, enjoy the yard work, and thanks for being here, Zephyr. Bandage Boy, yeah, I'm already having a lot of trouble finding G6 nodes with my weak Selkie as is. Not sure I'm looking forward to more competition there. Well, we've done it in G3. We had to hit 0 nodes. We had to hit OPC. We'll do it. Luckily, I'm high enough that I will only have to compete with high players. But I think I'll be able to handle it. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. It can go either way. We need one more player. Do I need to go? Oh my god. Oh no, I don't want this. Wait, what did I copy paste? No. I can't believe it. Look what you're forcing me to do. I'm posting it on global chat. Global chat. It's so sad. I mean, heck, I can probably two-man this with Spock. Okay, Spock, want to two-man it? Let's two-man it for science. I've done it before. I can get south, you can get north. Give me like a thumbs up or something and I'll launch it. Crenshaw tier 8 is a nice ship, by the way. Flaccid Ducks, like, I'm happy for you. And wait, tier 8 is when you can max your cube, no? Or is it tier 10? Bandage Boy, I can't believe they fixed the Alliance Tournament reroll refresh and didn't throw a party. Yeah, they don't really take credits. Okay, we're two-manning it. Let's go. Here we go. So nice to not have a refresh twice a minute now. Yeah. I had to reboot the game like 20 times. Sometimes. Tier 18, next cube upgrade. Wow. Yeah, I'll be 69 next arc, and then I will start calculating my estimate for... Oh, come on, click. Yeah, I need to focus here, so we should be okay. Okay, Spock has those two. We should be fine on the wave 1. We got 10 of them coming in. So the key when you're two-manning this is every player needs to have a cube. Because you need to nuke a lot. Schaefer 198, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Because you need to be using the beam whenever you can to thin the hostiles. So I use them usually on like weak ones or surveys. And Kirshara is also a must. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing it without Kirshara. Schaefer, thank you for the sub. Hey, how you doing, man? You come in and you're already subbing. Thank you. Okay, another beam on this. Okay. My Kirshara Q has been bugging recently. Ask for your money back. I always make that joke. I got it for free, and I'm like, hey, it's broken. I want my money back. Yeah, it's, I kind of know what breaks it, so I try to avoid the actions that usually normally increase the chance of breaking. But sometimes somebody else just invading your queue, and I do it by accident sometimes too. What's up? Schaefer? What? Hold on a second. What? 1600 bits? Wow. Thank you, man. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Wow. I'm like, am I seeing this right? Did I have enough coffee in me? Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, I gotta focus here. We're gonna die. Yeah, you guys, I love the distractions, but like in times like this, it's dangerous. Oh no. Wow, Schaefer, thank you. You rock, man. Oh no. Yeah, so two-manning it is not stress-free. Don't expect stress-free wave experience. It's gonna be stressful. Just using Kirshara to what it breaks it for me. I just try to avoid using it. I can't live without it. Even though it breaks sometimes and it's annoying, it's a huge quality of life improvement, and I'm not giving that up. I'm never giving that up. It's good PvE and arenas. It's just good everywhere. Okay, so I want to send my cube to these small group hostiles because they usually yield a lot of charge for the beam because they have a lot of health. So I use that. Come on, use one. It's not clicking fast enough. We're in trouble. We're in serious trouble right now. Cue this. Hit it, hit it. We're on wave 4. Okay, wave 4. Sorry guys, I'm not paying too much attention right now, but I will catch up on chat when I can. I agree the queuing is a staple for me now. I'm behind on chat. Sorry. Okay, I also need to show you that this actually works. Alright, let's hit this big group. Nuke these two. It's getting stressful. We're gonna die. Kobayashi Maru, damn it. Good one. I do know what Kobayashi Maru means as a semi-Trekkie. I did watch the movies, the Kelvin movies. They were great. I watched all of them. They're awesome. We're all gonna die. Yes, we're all gonna die. So I get video shows on Twitch, but I want to support you and have problems with YouTube on donations. So I switch back and forth. Hey, thank you, Roscoe Schaefer. Thank you for doing that. Like, I really, really appreciate it. Okay, we took 1 damage. It's just the way it is. We'll live with it. Wave 6, well, too early to take damage, but we'll do better. Oh, crap, no. This is not going well. Oh my god. Cue them up quick. Come on, finish it, finish it. Okay, wave 7. Wave 7. Oh, what a relief. You get a pass for getting that reference. Oh, yeah. I mean, the movies were great. The Kelvin movies were great. I enjoyed them. Alright, we'll go for the big group with the Enterprise. So I reached a point where I can only beam surveys now. My beam is not strong enough to take anything above 45 or 48. Come on, faster. Faster. It's stressful. Oh, come on. Don't scan on me now. I think we're going to be taking some damage. I don't think we can avoid that. Okay, wave 8. Spock, brace yourself. This is gonna get hectic. We're doing okay. I mean, we're still gonna finish it. Swap them. I want to kill the small groups because it charges my beam faster. Oh my god. Click on that stupid thing. I'm just gonna stay with this group here. I can't beam anything. Yeah, I don't have beam for those. It's the best we can do. Okay. Wave 9. Wave 9. Hey, I got two 15-hour Sigma speed-ups farming MU65s as a... what? Stuck up 60 player? Hey. Go for it. I mean, build up a stash. That's what it's for. I didn't know that 65 surveys dropped them as well. Maybe a rare chance, so you actually got lucky there. Alright. Let's target all of these. And then I'll move to this big group here. It broke. Kirshara broke. Oh no, it didn't break. I just queued the wrong ship. Oh, damn it. It's stressful. My Sigma speed up luck is so bad against the 70s. Mine too. But we do it still. Every 15-hour Sigma speed up is valuable beyond belief. We're in trouble. Oh, we're gonna be taking some heavy damage now. Okay, wave 10. We'll be fine. I can't wait to have a GS, because then theoretically I can probably solo these as well. Stop scanning on me. I'm not interested. Now, Spock here has a cube that has a very valuable beam. So he can beam whenever he wants. Yeah, we should be fine. Almost done. Then I'm not two-manning it again. It's too stressful. I expected having more people. Bennett, where are you? Gonna have to be high tier GS for that. Yes, Callum, thank you. Scream at me. Yes, I deserve it. Bennett, I'm blaming you. You had a chance to join as a Server 35 dying certified Server 35 member. You could have joined here. But fine, we finished it. Bennett, I was running it last night with Wolfblades, and he has like a max GS. So the beam charges every 1 minute for him. We were doing just fine. We barely took any... I think we only took 1 or 2 damage because we were slacking, but that's about it. Extruder is back. Okay, we have plenty of people. Let's do it again. And while we assemble, I will read the chat. I will catch up on chat. Phoenix again. Scrolling up. Yeah, Schaefer, thank you again for the insanely generous donation and the sub. Birthday, and with some practice you can learn how to fix it when it breaks pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm used to fixing Girshara. I wish they just fixed it so we don't need to deal with that. Like, I have workarounds for their stuff. I just wish we didn't have to bring ourselves to the level that we need to find workarounds in a game that we, the royal we, are paying money for. And our time, putting in our time for. Kobayashi Maru, yeah. Schaefer Roscoe says, sorry, I get video issues. Twitch. Yeah, you mentioned that. I'll get my name changed over there on Twitch later. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Spock, I should have brought my smaller cube so the beam would charge faster. You don't have to. We have 4 people now. Alright, I'm launching it as is. X-Duder is here too. Nice. We're just looking at incursions matchups now that we know that we have a merger. Looks like 33 and 40 are against 51 and 35. Also, we're fighting Tiberius again. I hope we win this time. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting week. Like, I'm looking forward to it, actually. Bandage Boy, oh, we don't get to merge with you, but we do get to battle. And we will. Bring it on. I'll wear my pirate hat for that. Ryan, nice. I got the Armada trick to work on PC on my first try, but couldn't get it to work on tablet. Yeah, you just need to be very fast on tapping. Oh, the royal we drop off the demo. She kidnapped herself, man. Somebody gets my references. Nice. You see what happens, Lepowski? Do you see what happens? Done with Emperor Tiberius. He beat us before. I mean, server 35, soon to be 51, is not really a challenge. We have people here that don't care about shielding. They don't even know what this button does. It's broken for them. So all of you on server 35, do your mining now. You have 3 days. Because I don't know when you'll be able to mine peacefully again. I just honestly don't know. DJ's folks says, usually it's a whale in our Serb alliance that fails to shield. Yeah, 1 whale is enough to throw the whole game and torpedo everybody's efforts. That happens on our server as well. Not maybe a whale, but a high G6 for sure. So much easier with more players. Scud missile, shield or boot, then loot again. Boot and loot them. We've been doing that, but some people just don't get the hint, Scud. They just don't get it. They don't learn. We actually had a guy, not gonna name his name, but people in my alliance know who it is. We booted them for a whole month as a lesson because they were repeated offenders, and they learned the lesson. So I think only a punishment like that, consequences like that, can actually teach somebody a lesson. Boot and loot and then bring back like a couple days later, that's not a lesson. High G668. It wasn't me. Ode TK. Ode LTK? Ode. It wasn't me, I swear. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I didn't do it. That wasn't me. It's always one person. Yes, it is. Bob. Yeah, that blue color, I can't see it. Firedog says, we server 40 is 4th, and server 33 is 9th in the incursions leaderboard, so hold on. We'll see what's going to happen. It's going to shift. All the dynamic is going to be different. Woody Gaming, fully understand that issue. 93 has only ever won 1 incursions. Oh wow, that's even worse than us. There's always a whale that throws. Yeah. Some people just don't care about it as much. But it sucks because people that do care, that put in hours. I mean, some people just take a day off and play all day incursions. It really messes up with all their efforts, and that's just not okay. Our 10th place has gotten to Shield and almost lost us a couple already. I mean, I tried. We have some discussions, sometimes just ranting on our incursions Discord. We have all the top alliances there. So, wait, what happened here? Oh, I need to disable something. Hold on a second. I'm getting notification from this app, and I need to sign out because it's bothering me. Okay, done. Yeah, so, sorry guys. I try to implement, we had a discussion, ranting about our loss one time, and people, hey, how can we do better? And people are complaining. I'm like, okay, I think the only thing that can work is if we, as top alliances, decide there's a rule that if somebody is a repeated offender, we boot them, and they're not allowed to be invited to any of the top alliances for a full arc. That will teach them the lesson. But nobody wanted to actually enforce that, so I think, honestly, that's the only thing that can actually help people fall in line, at least the players that matter. We don't care about the small ones that don't want to be in the top alliance, because by definition, they're not competitive enough, so they're probably not going to be that much of a liability. Exeter, you had to restart. Cube was stuck. Yeah, no problem. Bob says server 14 hasn't won in a long time, maybe 2 times since they relaunched. Yeah, I think our win ratio is 25-30% on server 35. We had more luck at the beginning when people cared, but then people started to throw and then they didn't care. Hold on a second. It's under control. Woody Gaming, there were 2 incursions where we had a high G6 player go rogue and intentionally throw them. Like, he would open up to the opposing server, and as soon as we cleared them out and started to clear him. Ourselves, he would shield and move to another system and open back up to the server. That just sucks. Yeah, I mean, I think there should be a punishment for a player like that. But it's frustrating. At least what gives me comfort if we lose is that the rewards are not amazing. Like, Alliance Tournaments rewards are important. Incursions, not so much. So if we win, if we lose, it's more of a ego thing. It's not so much of a reward thing. Hey, Mr. Drogo. How you doing on YouTube? Neza says, ROE does not exist on server 145, just like FOMO doesn't exist here. Well, OC is OC. Don't be a D. That's about it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the rule of don't be a D applies everywhere. I mean, I can hunt OPC. I just choose not to because it's not beneficial for me to waste time on that and then worry about other people retaliating. So, like, I just skip it. But if somebody messes with me, then I'll mess with them back. Absolutely. I'll just queue a bunch here. There's so much punishment on 145. You just get raided by us instead. I think it's a good thing. I mean, competitive players need to be responsible. You don't have to play incursions, but for love of God, just 2 clicks. 1 and 2. Or this. Be in a level 19 and below system. And just don't be a liability. I mean, normally in incursions, I do my PvE stuff. I pop loot exos and I restock on stuff. And then when I go AFK, I just shield up. And at least I'm not part of the problem. It's not too hard. Especially if you're a player that is grinding this game on a daily basis. You actually log in every day. Just shield up. It's so simple. There's no... I mean, look, if life happens, I get it. But a lot of people are just careless. So there's no real excuse. I don't even bother anymore. 3-day shield and take the day off. Yeah. I bother because I still complete the dailies. And I also want to complete, you know, I restock on loot exo stuff. Like currencies that I really need. I pop the loot exo and stock up for the month. Oh, I got a hydrate from Callum, and I just redeemed it. It was a coincidence, I'll be honest. Where did you redeem it? 13 minutes ago. Okay. At least I wasn't that late. Hey, Tiberius. It's Pirate Gym today. Yes, it is. Not so much by hunting OPC, but it's in preparation for the insane merge that we're going to have. It's going to be server 35 no more. We're going to turn into 51. And you, sir, are in the same boat. But I do have a sword. So if people mess with me, I have a pirate sword. So I didn't wear my costume. I actually wanted to go full cosplay this morning. But I use a blue screen. I don't have a green screen. It's a blue screen. And the costume has a little bit of blue in it. So I don't want to be those parts to be invisible. So my goal is to replace this with a green screen in the very near future. And then yes. And then you'll see me as full cosplay. Arg! Davimosa, that's surprising, JB. You love arenas, but incursions you aren't at the PvP. Well, again, what am I gaining from this? What? Let's talk about it. I mean, it's a good point that you bring up. What do you gain from incursions? I would argue that the main incentive, and it's not even that much of an incentive. It used to be the research weekly buff. But right now, it's okay. You get more loot that you can buy stuff from the store. That's really... The incentive is not really there. But let's look at Arena's incentive. These are valuable PvE incentives. You have speed ups that you get all the time. You get a premium mirror dust that is helping you with... efficiency researches that you can only get from that research tree. You get, and you know, I got the G6 Innovative Engineering, so I get a 20% discount now when I'm going to buy my G6 Epic Ship. So there are a lot of benefits here, a lot of PvE benefits here. So this, I will participate. And also look at my avatar. It's very shiny, very exclusive. Only 4 or 5 other people on my server have it. It's great. So I will put effort in that. And the bragging rights and the excitement. And it's like a 5 to 10 minute match. Yeah, but incursions all day. And all my efforts can be torpedoed by one careless or one idiot that doesn't shield. It's enough to throw all my efforts down the drain. I don't want to do that. Bandage Boy, what are the best things to grind with the incursions loot exo? Depends of what you need the most. I usually focus on things that you usually have limited supply in launching and you're short on max refines. So for me, at this point in time, The only thing that I'm really using it for, two things. One is the G6 Solomatas. I want to claim as much as I can, so I usually drain and restock for the month. I launch the Loot Exo, and I drain all of my directives for Epic and Rare, and some Uncommon, because I have a lot of Uncommon to run. Another one that I use it for is the Zindi Uncommon Solo Group Mata, but I solo it with that trick I showed you that you can skip it. You can skip posting it in the Alliance chat, because we have some people that are inconsiderate, and I'm trying to restock, and you can only have a maximum of 5 Zindi Group Armadas that you can hold. You can only have 5,000. So usually I have 4,000 to 5,000 by the time we get incursions, and I drain all of those as well. And that's about it. That's all I do, because I'm doing great with all the other refines. Tiberius, that's funny. I also have a sword. Which one do you have? So this is the small sword. I have a big sword. The replica of Lord of the Rings, the King's Sword. The reforged Anduril. But it won't fit here, like... It's massive. It's about 5 feet, weighs 45 pounds. I won't be able to show you unless I rechange my entire setup here and I actually have some space behind me, because there's a wall behind me with a blue screen, so I can't really show it. DJ's folks says, you need Battleth? What is it? Sorry, my nerdiness doesn't know what that is. Uwak, how you doing on YouTube? Hello, how's it going? I'm doing great. Actually, we've been running some waves on server 35. I'm gonna run another one. Because we're gonna be server 51 soon, and that just sucks. Okay. Anybody here on server 35 is welcome to join. Neza says, what does not help is the Warmonger Alliance on the server, who are at war with almost half the server, kill you when you're trying to save someone being raided. Yeah, some people just can't put their differences aside for 24 hours. We had, early on when Incursions was introduced, we had a lot of wars going on between alliances. And some alliances, not going to name names, just refused to... I said, just whatever issues we have, and all of us have drama, freeze it for 24 hours. We'll be back killing each other very soon. It's like Game of Thrones. The White Walkers are coming. They're at your doorstep. Put your differences aside. Just take care of them. And then let's go slaughter each other right after. Exactly, Tricky. Yes. But some people are just idiots. Like Cersei Lannister. Oh no, I'm just going to sit out there. I'm just going to tell them that I'll send people. But no, I'm actually going to wait until they, you know, lose a lot of people, and then I'm going to take over. Yeah, brilliant analogy. It's the same thing. Reunite temporarily. Put your differences aside. Lannisters, Starks, everybody, all their issues, and all of them had a lot of issues for seasons and seasons on end, for generations, and they put them aside for the long night. They had to, or we're all gonna die. So I'm saying we have to reunite for 24 hours, and then let's go back and slaughter each other. But some people are just adult children. That's what they are. I'm gonna reboot the game because this little bugged hostile is bugging me. The bug is bugging me. Oh, that's a Klingon weapon? Oh, that's the one that Rev has, right? In the background. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just put, like, nerd swords. But I like the fact that I actually, you know, you only see me and I don't need to see, like, you know, other stuff. So I'm probably going to keep it like that, even if I have more space. I don't know. We'll see. Let's deal with it when we get there. Big babies. Yep. Okay, I'm okay with this setup. I mean, Bennett, do you want to put your cube in there, or do you want to stay with this? Your choice. I'm good either way. You're forcing me to go to like public chat. This is just annoying me. Bread Day. See, I disagree. If your enemy cares about winning incursions and refuses to give you an concessions in return, screwing up their incursions is just as legit a strategy as interfering with the other event, with any other event. When you talking about concessions, you mean them surrendering? I'm just saying freeze the disagreements for 24 hours. And the thing is, if you're trying to screw them in incursions, you're screwing the entire server. That's the only exception I'm willing to make. You know what I mean? Suze, how you doing? In 145 server, Case Lannisters and White Walkers decided to build a united alliance and open the gates for alien invaders. Good one. No, I mean, I use that analogy a lot. I mean, I'm not going to start a political discussion here, but like with the way the world works recently, sometimes people just need to put their differences aside, internal differences aside, so they can survive the outside threat. And we can just leave it at that. But it's also true about this game in incursions. Okay, we're going here. Tricky, it's not. You screw the whole server doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would... It's okay to screw the other alliance. Like, if you're screwing them in their alliance events and their individual progression, sure. But once you have people trying to screw each other during incursions, and usually it comes in the shape of not defending raids, you're hurting the collective. The entire server is suffering. So, the Seven Kingdoms, all of Westeros will suffer if the White Walkers go unchecked and devour everyone. I think it's the same. It's a true statement. But yeah, I'm gonna read your comment here. We have enough people, so I can be semi-active. Brett, my enemies attacks my armadas every armada event. For example, if they don't agree to stop doing that, I'm not going to let them incur however they want. No, that's okay. So I guess maybe I don't understand. How do you retaliate against them during incursions in the way that doesn't hurt the entire server? Maybe I'm missing something here. Like, still go ahead and destroy their armadas during incursions. That's fine. But the whole point is to stop server resources bleeding in order to win. How do you avoid doing that and still retaliate? And also, incursions is not a threat to our existence. True. But for the sake of hype and excitement and actually have fake pixely stakes in the game so it gets you more excited, it's nice to put more stakes on an event. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is just pixels. It doesn't change our life in any way. I agree with you 100%. But I like escaping into a game and raise the stakes. I like having high stakes in something. But it's just me. Bandage Boy, not wrong, but there are more targeted ways to go after them, even within incursions. But if you open your base, then you're an enemy of the entire server now. That's the point. But I'm trying to see if there's any other way that you can still harass them, torpedo them, make their life a living hell during incursions that doesn't hurt the collective. Because even if you don't bleed resources, if you are dedicating time to mess with them, it's less time that you're doing the work. If you're active and you care, you're doing less work in actually trying to score more points or do PvP to stop them from scoring points and draining other bases on your server. So your time is directed towards something that doesn't serve the mission. But that's just the way I see it. I understand that not a lot of people see it the same way. But I approach incursions in this manner. Like, if we are at war and with any group of alliances, I will freeze my differences aside for 24 hours. And then it's open season again. Like a split second after incursions is over, back to the normal. I'm gonna kill them all. I like a nice ribeye, Broken Wolf. Okay, that's kind of out of nowhere. Maybe I missed something. Bread Day. If they want that, they can agree to leave our armadas alone. That's a fair trade. If they want to fight, no holds barred, so be it. I give it back to them. That's fine. Again, whatever works for you and your alliance. But at the end result, you're harming the entire server, not just them. And it's okay to do that, but we need to call it for what it is. And you obviously have a justified reason, and I get it. But there's a price to pay, and that's the price. I'm not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying we need to realize that we are hurting the entire server by doing something like that. You said something about stakes? Oh, yes. I did. Stakes are high. Neza says, that's how it should be, but 145, the Alliance is like... Yeah, and has a Cersei in the Alliance. Like we said, you know, some people just... That's what they do. You have plenty of Cersei Lannisters out there. After this wave, I think we'll look at the events again and see what's going on. Bandage Boy, that makes sense for sure. Yeah. Brett Day, I think they're harming the entire server by attacking armadas, so be it. Yeah, look, if we go to war against an alliance, we used to have a rule that we don't go scorched earth unless they do it first. So if they target our armadas, then all bets are off. We're going to play as dirty and hold nothing back. But as my alliance, at least, as a collective, and not all alliances on server 35, which soon to be server 51, see it the same way. But our alliance is in agreement that if incursions comes in, we are willing to freeze our differences for 24 hours only. Only. It means if it starts at 8 a.m. Pacific time until 7:59 a.m., we're going to slaughter them all. Freeze from 8 a.m. to the next day, 8 a.m., and then 8:01, back at it. That's how we do it. I mean, I just like playing it this way. You know, I understand it's not... I'm not saying that my way is right and everybody else's way is wrong. I'm not saying that. But I just enjoy playing it like that. I also bring the Game of Thrones, you know, analogies, because, come on, White Walkers. Oh, yeah. God, I miss that show so much. Bandage was saying that. Yeah, I got that sense. But they're right. They started the war and took it to absolutely no rules first. They refused to discuss any terms to end it or lessen it for any reason. They think it's fun to be in an endless war, and we don't. Yeah, look, I mean, I've been in a war against this dead alliance that is nothing but a troll alliance. Where's the diplomacy page? Kapla. It's been like 4 months, and they're actually at war with everybody else too. And they're dying to attrition. They had like 85 members, and they're dying to 59. And only 5 of them actually play. It's a dead alliance. So, like, they also refuse to negotiate and be reasonable in any way. They're just trolls. But during incursions, I don't have time for them. I mean, I outwarp most of them as it is. But I just don't have time for them. They're not important enough for me to actually stop what I'm doing. And also PvP, in the way it's designed here, like global PvP, it's very labor intensive. So if I see someone in my path, I will nuke them. But I don't really go and scan systems anymore. And you know how much we have to do in this game. Look, this arc was one of the grindiest ever. Imagine me adding active PvP to this. I don't want to. It's too much labor for me. Bandage Boy, just kidding. To each their own. That's the fun of a big multiplayer PvP game. Yeah, and this goes back to also our game objectives, right? I mean, you play according to the objectives that make you the happiest, to what you believe in. The way I play this game, with ops progression, with not giving into microtransactions and playing free to play, is because I'm playing according to the value system and what makes me happy. And it doesn't mean that that is the right way. Like, just the fact that I'm progressing in ops fast doesn't mean that I'm right and everybody else is doing it wrong. They're doing what makes them the happiest. And that is the beauty in an open world MMO. Neza says, we can only hope that will happen to the Alliance on our server. Sugar says, Server 74 has ended multiple long wars because the server united for incursions and the leaders were in Discord working together. I think that's the same thing we do, and that's what works for us as an alliance too. But like what Brett is mentioning, some alliances are going out of their way to be uber trolls, and sometimes you just want to teach them a lesson, and some leaderships say, you know what, we're not going to freeze anything. We're still going to treat them the same way. And if it works for them, and that's what they believe in, they should do exactly that. Bandage Boy, I've been thinking about starting a new alliance with the purpose of warring them when we merge if someone from the other server wants to start one too. We said a month or two to go at it, and then disband maybe. It's an interesting strategy. Sounds like a lot of labor too. Bread Day. This is one of those groups of like 10 bored whales. Not a lot of them, but they have a couple of 70s who really care about incursions more than almost anything else. So that's their weak point. Okay, I see now. So this is the way you're harming them because they actually care. It makes more sense now. So the alliance here. Okay, I'm done with waves. Let me go to diplomacy here. So about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, ICE had a different name. It was called Raise at the time. ICE is, they changed it to ICE because their founder of their alliance passed away and his name was ICE, so they did it to honor him. Which I think is a beautiful thing. So we had incursions and we were going through a really, really aggressive war. Doesn't matter. I mean, I believe we were winning. They believe they were winning, but doesn't matter. Myself and other people suggested, hey, let's freeze our differences for 24 hours. They had a hard time doing that. I think at the end, they agreed to freeze it for 24 hours, but there was a big argument because they said, no, we're at war and we're going to keep fighting it. But I think we did the right thing as a collective. Rival the Eminent on YouTube says, most of our servers don't care about incursions. Only the self-proclaimed PvP alliance is bothered. That might be a bigger win than the goodies loss for the rest of the server. Yeah, every alliance should do what works. It's a complex thing. I mean, it's not black and white. Because like there's a lot of history. I mean, we have 5, 6, 7 years of drama on our server, and some people hold grudge. It's not just that easy and simple and say, okay, let's just freeze it for 24 hours. People are still going to express their frustrations. Bandage Boy, I've never been in a war, so just a thought. Oh yeah, I've been to many. Many long ones. This one is not a war. It's just a group of trolls that I don't even know. They don't even make sense anymore. Like their leader and their entire leadership are just, they don't even make sense. I don't even know what they're doing. There's no objective here. Even trolling is not an objective. I have no idea what they're doing. I swear. Sugar says, we usually have something going and incursions put a lid on it, and it's hard to get that fire going again afterwards. Yeah, I mean, that also ends wars just by default. It's not a bad idea. Uwak, we had the same deal a couple of months ago. We merged servers. The fleet I'm in was #1. Now it's 5th place. Kind of a different. Yeah, we'll see where we land. Lieutenant Bennett, they were also, yeah. They changed their name to something inappropriate. They just changed the spelling. It was the F word, but misspelled. And I think they got reported a few times, and some of them got banned. Because, you know, hey, you play dirty, we'll play dirty. So if you change to something inappropriate, we'll just report you. Bread Day. Oh, you sweet summer child. I am. Hey, Scott Bissell says our last one lasted 6 months. Trying to think the longest war I had. Real war, not just this. This has been going on for months, but this doesn't count. This is stupid. The biggest war I remember was before I was even in AR. I was in a different alliance called Wise, and that was the #1 at the time. And we fought Raise, this ice alliance, plus another one of whales, like 40, 50 whales called ORM. And we started, it was just Raise versus Wise, and then ORM, the big whales, decided to join in their favor. And we lasted maybe 3 to 4 months. It reached a point, I was a smaller player. It was like 4 years ago. It reached a point that I was tapped out on everything. I couldn't mine. I couldn't refine. I couldn't even... I think it was around the Discovery arc. I couldn't even kill hostiles for completing events. It was so aggressive that even before my alliance surrendered, I just told them, look, I reached a stalemate. I can't grow. I have to move somewhere else if the war doesn't end. And they didn't blame anybody. They said, you know, we understand you don't have to stay here. No hard feelings if you have to leave. And that's when I moved to AR. Now, in AR, we had longer wars, but we were always on top of it. And one of the biggest takeaways I had from that war when I was in Wise was to make sure that I have 100 days of max refines of everything at all times. So if a big war happens, I will not tap out again. That's how I developed that. It was 60 days first, but then somebody in my alliance convinced me that 100 days is better. It's also easier to calculate. You just multiplied your daily amount by 100. But we had wars here. I think we fought against Raise. The last war about 2 years ago was maybe 5 months. And eventually they surrendered. To my understanding, they surrendered. They probably have a different version. But then from then on, we became friends. We reached equilibrium and we just live in peace. But 3 days from now, God help us. Vantage Wise started to play with my brother and stayed in low-level alliance after he quit. So been on the outside of much server drama. Only had to deal with a few big trolls at each ops camp. Yeah, as soon as I was able to progress to a bigger alliance, I did, because I always wanted to challenge myself and advance in ops and also in alliance capabilities. Tavi Mosa, oh my, so many wars over the years. The good thing about being in a war is teaching you different ways of playing the game, so you can still get your dailies and events done. Yes, I became a much better player since 4 years ago. I can function just fine under war conditions. It's just a different play style, like you said. I mean, you just need to play it in a different way. But I never fall behind anymore. I know how to defend myself too. I'm capable of defending myself. Back then, I had to ask for Alliance chat for help because my ships were just so puny and meaningless, and I was low level. I was in my 20s or 30s, like, I was weak. Sue says, the way I see it, the moment you start spending money in game for actual results is the moment your ego goes sky high and results in wars with egomaniacs like you. Possible. It's probably one of the factors. But I know people that are very small spenders, and it's not about ego. You know what, actually, second thought, I think you're right. I think all wars are about ego. So yes, but some people are free to play and they have ego, or very light spenders. So I would agree that spending increases the chances that ego is going to be your dominant core value in the game. Neza says this alliance has been at war with another since 2022. Yeah, so you're like used to living like this. Bandage Boy, our server used to war collectively against one guy until he quit, got banned. Wow, one person. Let me see something here. Let me fast forward that. Bread Day, that's what I try to do, yeah. Over a year was your longest war, Tavimosa? Wow. Yeah, that's a long one. Never had that one. But this one will probably reach a year with Kapla. But again, it's not really a war anymore. It's... They can't reach me. Neza, we wondering if you were on 145 before or after merge. But yeah, before merge was kind of tame compared to now. Yeah, merge is going to reshuffle the entire deck, which I think is exciting. Broken Wolf, wars are mostly about the size of your Richard. Pretty much. PvP in this game is... Mine is bigger than yours. That's all it is. Tavimosa, I have 2 max North Stars with a battle buff because of war. Wow. Tricky, we have a few players on server level kill on site. Yeah, we have some, but we had one. The biggest one was a guy named Lucifer. And the thing is, he was so busy in killing useless UPC miners that now he's more than 10 levels behind me. And a lot of people passed him. And even if he does play, like his play style is so messed up, everybody kills him on site. He used to be stronger than me, but now every time he sees my warship, I'm not even looking for him. I'm just like playing the game. I'm just, you know, killing freebooters. He sees me, he just warps out. And, you know, that's the price that he's paying now. Tricky says, we have a few players on server. Oh yeah, I just addressed that. The size of me? My name is Richard. I guess so. Lord17 on YouTube says, working towards level 40. What recommendations do you have for us low spenders free to play? I have a lot. Let's be specific. If you're working towards level 40, it means that ops progression is one of your highest priorities. That's what it sounds like. So level 34, if I remember correctly, is when you get your G3 epic ship. Get one of those. Dedicate most of your materials towards going up in ops, and as long as you can handle the hostiles for your level or even the next level hostiles, you're in good shape. That will be my recommendation. Also, I wouldn't skip any specialty ship loop. Get all the ones that you're eligible for. Follow the path for free-to-play acquisition. If there is one, great. If not, and you can get them in the event store arc, get them in the event store arc. Because for the most part, all the specialty loops give rewards that are very PvE progression helpful for the ops level that you're in. This would be my general recommendations, but if you want something more specific, either mention it here or hit me up on Discord, either on my server or directly, and I will link it here. It's ! Discord, which I can't type. Yes, there it is. Oh, but you're on YouTube. So, on my YouTube profile, all my links are there. So you can find my Discord on YouTube. What I typed now in chat was Twitch chat, so you can't see it. Sugar, our server trolls are irrelevant. They can barely harass exchange modders now. Exactly. They spend too much time in that mindset. Do they call you Tricky Richard? Maybe. Norwich, I think Lucy is Ops 59 or 60 now. Either way. And even if he's 61, until he reaches level 65, he can't get to me because he doesn't have the super highways of G6. He's gonna need to spend so much money. Yeah, he's irrelevant. Spock, also, it's funny, Lucy helped get me into this alliance. Oh, really? Oh, wow. How did that happen, Spock? Tavimosa, that's funny. But Richard. Uwak, On the merge server, no one messes with us. We want all wars. We like the server we are on. We have a coalition. We work as a team. Yeah, we also have a coalition. I think it's the coalition formed against the Whale Alliance, ICE. And we just remained after the war was all over. We just help each other. We support each other. We're like one big family. And we like it that way. And most of us don't really OPC hunt anymore. And we don't really raid anymore. So there's no real gain from, you know, attacking and try to OPC other players. At least for most high-level players, we realize that we can actually advance faster and with less screen time if we just live and let live. And that's the way I approach it. I don't F with anybody unless they F with me first. Lord 17, copy, thank you. Okay, you got it, man. Alestes, confirmed. 15-hour Sigma speedups drop in the 65MU system. I just got another one. Nice, man. Yeah. Head start. This is going to serve you really well. Spock, that was in 2020 before he went completely nuts. Okay. That was when I just joined the game. Broken Wolf, I got you. Names are things that some folks just have to be jerks about. Same. Okay, so I think I've been online for a long time. I'm starting to get hungry, and I have a volleyball game to get to. Yeah, we've been online for over 3 hours. I am going to look for somebody to raid on Twitch, so let's see who's on right now. Somebody needs to be on. It's Saturday morning or afternoon. We have a bunch. But I don't know who speaks English. Oh, we have Candy White. How about we join Candy White? I think, yeah, we never raided her before. Or them. I'm not sure if it's a... Oh, it's a he. Oh, yeah, no, we have Candy... We have raided him. For some reason, I associate the name Candy White with a female. But no, I know him very well. Okay, we're going to be raiding there. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for... Thank you, Neza. Thank you for the scream in the last second. I love you all. Thank you all for supporting this channel. We've been like crossing 110, 120 people on a consistent basis on Saturday mornings. Thank you for the donations, for the subscriptions, for the farts. Thank you for everything. I will, I'm thinking about, I'm debating whether to stream on Monday or actually on Tuesday for the incursions. Hey, Broken Wolf. Yes, that's right. FOMO does not exist. Hashtag TeamAntiFOMO, I think I named it. Anyway, let's go raid, and I'll see you guys soon.